Good evening, everybody, and hello. Welcome to the Patreon only, and Dabrowse supporters, I should say, live stream. I'm just gonna grab a beer. We got a couple of minutes yet. I've just posted the links out, so we're just gonna wait, give everyone a chance to come over, and we'll get cracking. Just let me know in the chat, guys, what you would like to see. I mean, we can just have a sort of casual chat whilst playing, whatever you want, really, as long as I've got it. Yeah, give us some ideas, have a little conversation amongst yourselves as to what you'd like to see. Train Sim World, Train Sim Classic, or some more BVE. Yeah, just let us know. Yeah, I'm going to grab a beer. We'll give it a few minutes for a few more people to jump in, and we shall get started. Yeah, not late, Jan. Honestly. 5 people in. I'll say, guys, I'll literally give it a couple of minutes just to let everyone find their way over, because I've just posted the links out. Yeah, it's just a couple more minutes and we will start. So like I say, have a little chat amongst yourselves about what you'd like me to play. And as long as I've got it, we can play it. Let's get some lights on. That's better. You can see me now. Right. This is the more kind of relaxed stream with the beer. Who said in the chat they're only here to see me get drunk? Flying Gamer. Yeah, but you're in the pub anyway, Jan, so you'll be more drunk than me. I'm only going to have one. Well, maybe 2. We'll see how it goes. Ewan, hello. Welcome to the stream. So this is kind of the, like I said, yeah, it's the more relaxed, go with the flow kind of, have a little chat and a lot much more informal than the kind of the other streams. Firstly, I just want to say like a huge thank you to everybody. If you're here, it's because you've been supporting me either financially or by donating your time, or both in some cases, and that is really, really appreciated. You know, I how can I put it? I've been doing YouTube since like 2016, and it's only since I've been doing the train sim stuff that the channel's kind of gained some traction and stuff. And it does take up a lot of my time, and obviously having the support of you guys behind me is fantastic. And I think what we're trying to do here, especially with the Discord and everything else, is kind of just build a whole community. And like I say, everyone that's supporting me, I kind of want you to come on that journey with me and to be part of that. And as I've said before, you know, suggestions, anything like that is awesome. It'd be lovely to do some kind of meetups in the summer and stuff like that, and bits and bobs. So yeah, no, I really do appreciate it. I'm not a massive YouTuber like Dan TDM. I'm not making a huge amount of money out of this. I'm about breaking even at the moment with what my software and bits and bobs cost me, which is lovely. So if you are here, then yeah, just thank you very much for that. What I'll say as well, guys, is this video on YouTube is unlisted, so anyone that gets the link can watch it. So all I'd say is just kind of make sure you don't try not to give the link out too much. But if you're here, then you're here for a reason. So, you know, exclusive live streams, which is brilliant. So yeah, guys, what do you kind of want me to? What do you want me to have a play off? What do you want me to do? I've got. We can do Open BVE. I've got Train Sim World, Train Sim Classic, Diesel Railcar Simulator, Transport Fever 2. Although I'm not sure that'd be too good as a stream. Sim Rail, the new Sim Rail. We could have a little go on that. What was you saying? Crouching Tiger, Hidden Adam. I'm just going to refer to you as Adam if that's okay. Talk through some viral YouTube videos like the mogul on the GCR Spadding. Coming off the throttle via the passenger, where the driver jumps out of the cab. I've not seen those videos, but I'll have a look at them. If you've got a link, I don't know if you're able to post links in the chat, whether it'll let you, but if you've got a link, if you can send that over to me on social media or anything like that, then that would be awesome, and I'll certainly have a look at those, and we can do those in a future stream. So we're going to be doing one of these probably about once a month or something like that as well. So, Richard the Train Spotter, surprise us. Golf with your friends. Joshua Brown, this is my first Patreon stream and I hope I can support you far into the future. Thank you very much, Joshua. I was just saying it's really appreciated. Everyone is supporting me financially or with their time or with both. It's absolutely amazing. And obviously you guys are enjoying the content, which is pretty awesome too. Surprise you. Bellafon Productions, hey. Sorry, I feel like I'm going to repeat myself every time someone else joins the stream now, but yeah. So, I don't know, guys. What we do something railway related. What do you fancy? Should we do Train Sim World, Train Sim Classic, BVE, Diesel Railcar, or Sim Rail? Go on, type your choice. Adam is fine, brilliant. Type your choice, guys. What is the choice? Who else has got a beer? Seamus McNeil, welcome to the stream. Hopefully the links have been posted out, so hopefully everyone's going to find them okay. So yeah, guys, just type in what we can do. Sim Rail, we can have another go at that if you want. We could do Open BVE, Diesel Railcar Simulator, Train Simulator Classic, Train Sim World, SimSig. We could do SimSig, but I don't know if that'll make a good stream. You tell me, guys. I'll give you like 20 seconds to type something in. Diesel Railcar sounds good. Any other takers? We're going to go with Diesel Railcar otherwise. I'm about to click on Diesel Railcar. I'm going to load that up. Could be interesting because I haven't got my joystick set up for that, so it could be very interesting. Oh, Train Sim Classic. Oh, it looks like we might be doing Train Sim Classic. Come on, guys. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, But we should have a little countdown clock, shouldn't we? Do 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 do. Yeah, I think SimSig I can chain in PBR. That's something we could arrange. I think not in a stream, but I'd certainly like to do a SimSig session. We could definitely arrange that, Ewan. I think we're jumping to Train Sim Classic then, guys, and you can kind of. I haven't got that many routes for it, but we'll jump into it. If this will work, let's have a go. Right, I'm going to have to update this because I had to change it for BVE because Streamlabs was being a bit awkward. A couple of people want diesel railcar. We might do a bit of both. Game capture. Auto. Looking for a game to capture. Let's resize that as well. You should find a game to capture. I've got Train Sim opened. Come on. Sort yourself out. Whee! There we go. Train Sim Classic. With my very limited selection of routes. So I'm trying to sort my screen out because we had it's configured differently on this one to what it was on the other one. West Coast Mainland see how it compares to Open BVE. I don't think I've got that route on here. I'll show you what I've got. Not very much on here at the moment. As I'm sure you know, I've now been accepted onto the ambassador program for Dovetail Games. I'm just kind of sorting out some paperwork with them at the moment. But one of the benefits is they're going to give me access to their entire back catalogue, which is pretty awesome actually. So I'm kind of trying not to buy any new routes or anything at the moment. Obviously the Armstrong Powerhouse bits and bobs, I definitely want to get those and give those a go. So yeah, we'll have a go at Diesel Railcar Simulator as well. We'll do something on here first. So I've got, this is how bad I am at this, I don't know where to find anything. Select route. That is all. Yeah, I'm probably pressing the wrong button there, aren't I? That is what I've got. What do you fancy out of those? Chatham main lines I know reasonably well, so I can drive those. 5 Circle, yeah, I can't say that, or Clinchfield Railroad. What do you fancy out of those ones? My chat is not scrolling. I'm looking at my chat and it's like no one's saying anything. It's not scrolling for some reason. Who are we congratulating? Are we congratulating me? Someone. Right, hopefully my chat's working now. No, it's still refusing to scroll. I don't know what's going on. Chatham Mainline. ScotRail 68 5 Circle. Alright, then we'll do... I quite like 2 for Chatham Mainline. Could do a Class 68. It's 50-50. Bellathon, as you asked a railcar simulator and we didn't do that, I'm going to go with your choice there of the 68. I've got no idea how the 68 works, so this could be interesting. So I've got no scenarios for the 58. Oh, there we go. Circle Service Part 1 Class 68. 6:32 in the morning. Yeah, that should be okay. It should be daylight then. I think Chatham might win. I've done Chatham on the stream previous. Oh, you're congratulating me. Thank you very much. I've done, because of course the chat's about 10 seconds behind what I'm saying, so sometimes it's like I've moved on to the next thing and the chat hasn't caught up yet. We'll do the 68. We can always like just do half of that and then do something else. Just kind of let me know what you guys want. It's relaxed. That's why I've got the beer out. Oh dear, oh dear. Everyone is congratulating you, my friend. That's very kind of you. Like I say, and I said earlier, and I know there's a few more people in now. Everyone that's supporting me kind of financially or with their time or whatever. It's superb, and I really want this, to grow as a community and everything else, and potentially community meetups in the summer if we can get to like a heritage railway or something. Subscriber count's going up rapidly. We're getting more and more people supporting, and as well, which would be really good. So we can get like a heritage railway in the summer, and we can all what's happened there? We get like a heritage railway in the summer, and all have sort of a nice meet up, and I can buy you all a couple of beers, that sort of thing. That'd be really nice. Right, I've not even looked at this, so this is going to be interesting. Lawrence, I know of Megasim. I don't know him personally. Good morning, driver. You'll be driving this modern locomotive today around the 5 circles. Starting at Edinburgh, you need to head to Glenrothes with Thornton via Kirkcaldy. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare for station names, isn't it? Right. Let me know how the game sound is. I'm going to turn my speakers down a little bit. Cough. Community bus trip. Actually, do you know what? You might have hit on something there. Callum has a bus. Community bus trip to a heritage railway. Callum also volunteers on a particular heritage railway. I think he could bit self-promotion going on there. I think we can allow that today. Right, what am I doing? I am so out of touch with Train Sim Classic. I've got no idea what I'm doing. And I'm so out of touch with a 68 as well. I've got no idea what I'm doing. Right, 1 yellow. Let's have a little look around. What's that? Direct brake controller. Is that the throttle lever? Oh, auto air. So, what have we released? Oh, so that's kind of a same as a 66 controller. Let me work out how to get the thing moving. And then, where's the reverser handle? Lights. Oh, I think that might work. Let's see if that works. Hey! You can drive one train, you can drive them all. No offence, but you butchered the pronunciation of both of those. I am atrocious when it comes to pronunciations. This is going to be really interesting, so I've not driven this route at all. I've never been over it. I thought I put headlights on. Oh, maybe I didn't. It's good to see I've got my HV on though. Where's the headlights? Can I press like H or something, can't I, for headlights? Does that work? No, that's tail lights. Oh, there we go. We have headlights. Where does the coal go? Yeah, good question. Has anyone else got a beer tonight? I assume most of you in here are old enough to drink. So our last one was 1 yellow, so I'm assuming we've got a red coming up somewhere. Just there. Where's the brake handle? That'll be good, wouldn't it? Spadding. Emergency brake! Oh, that was me that done it. Okay. Right, that's a good start. Nationwide Coin Hunt. The platform to the left is where I saw the Flying Scotsman steam train. Network HSC in Class 801 on test before entering service of LNER. I've never seen the Flying Scotsman out and about. Right, so how do I make it go now? I am so bad at this game. Brakes are released, surely? You can 5 bar brake pressor, so why am I not moving? Are we not in forward? We are now. Right, okay. That's got it. Coffee and water. Oh, of course, Lawrence, you're at work, aren't you? Stuart's got a Heineken. Yes, I'm old enough to drink, but I don't have any in stock. Right, I need to work out the keyboard commands. Are we A and D on this? The same as... that puts my dynamic brake on, which of course we can only use when we're light engine. So I'm guessing... same controls as Train Sim World. That's pretty useful then. Please tell me someone else saw the figure walking in the background of the cam. Well, you know, it's Halloween coming up. Apparently, I've been told as well, the I have a 12-year-old Scotch. Oh, it's a special occasion. Crack it open. Apparently the Nutty Gamer in the previous stream wasn't my son. My son's username's the Logical Gamer. So it's close enough. Right, 35. Speeding. I don't know how long the train is or anything. Is that idle? Where are we at? There. There is someone walking behind me. Who's in the kitchen? Oh, it's one of the kids. See, there he's running away. That's how informal we are here.
You're pretty strict. That's all I have to say.
I'm pretty strict, am I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If you had some clothes on, I'd let you come and say hello. You're not dressed. That's why Dad Rail's called Dad Rail. It's not. There's a bit more of a story to that. Why Dad Rail's called Dad Rail. Oh, they're all wanting to come and say hello. Well, I'm going to overrun this station, aren't I? Am I supposed to stop here? Are we stopping here? Emergency brake setting. I didn't press emergency brakes. Oh, we might actually stop in the right place. Does it want me to move forward or are we good?
No.
Right, I've got kids. Look, I let the kids say hello. You can say hello. You can say hello to the live stream. This is the Patreon only and supporter live stream. This one's Tommy, and I don't know where the other one's gone. Go on, bugger off. Now you gotta go to bed now. Right, let's get back to the game anyway. If anything, the AP enhancements pack is needed for this DLC to make it easier to drive. So why does it keep putting me into forward when the emergency brakes come on? So I'm assuming... Do I press T to open the doors? I really don't know what I'm doing, do I? Yeah, we're loading now. That's good. Undershoot rail. Rolling forward with doors open rail. Direct brake full on. Stop! Why is it still moving? Have I got power on? Oh, I have got power on. That'd be why then. Who is better at Train Sim Classic, Dad Rail or the Logical Gamer? Me, because he doesn't play it. Right, South Gyle, Platform 2. We're good to go. Let's see if we can pay a bit more attention and get this to work. Oh, Tommy's a... Lawrence, Tommy's a... He's what you'd call a ladies' man. He's like 9 and he's got like 20 girlfriends. That's that sort of kid, you know. It's more like with the ladies than I do. I can't say that. I'm a married man, of course. She won't be watching this because she's not a Patreon supporter or a mod. Actually, she's a mod. But she won't be watching it because she's at work. Right, direct brake off. Let's try that one. Is it going to work? Is it going to work? Brake cylinders are off, so it should work. We're going. We are on the move. Right, where's the next station? I'm not used to this heads-up display or anything, so... South Gyle in 3.26 miles. Oh, wow, it's really laggy. 40 FPS. That's not good at all. The 158 looks nice. I'm quite impressed with this actually. I've been playing Train Sim World 2 so much lately that this actually half decent, you know. What's my speed limit? 90. But we are stopping in 2.7 miles. Drinking some beers and moderating, Richard the Train Spotter. No moderating needed in this chat, I wouldn't have thought. We should be all good. Just sends the handle straight into notch 8. Yeah, why not? It's got traction control on it and the rest of it. I need to get the camera controls and work out how they all work. Lawrence Adams, Mum Rail is a real life superhero, Myers, working for the NHS. Love what they do. She won't be a real life superhero when I pick her up at 7 o'clock in the morning, trust me. She'll be a bit worse for wear. This does actually look pretty decent. I may not have given Train Sim Classic the credit it's due. This looks better than the Chatham mainlines. Right, let's see if I can get the brake to work without kind of putting it into emergency. Oh, I see. So when I push forward, I've got a... It's not like sprung loaded. Okay, that makes sense to me. Some of the Train Sim Classics almost look as good as Train Sim World. Yeah, I think I need to get hold of some of the Armstrong Powerhouse packs and bits and bobs like that. And I will do that over the next few weeks. And do some more Train Sim Classic streams. Oh, we're coming quite close to that station. Why has it gone into emergency? I'm doing something very wrong with these controls because it just keeps going into emergency. Every time I press brakes, it seems to want to go into emergency. You need to get a good shot of it going over the 4th bridge. Yeah, we'll jump into external. Not that I'm very good with the external camera. Well, we needed an emergency to stop at the station by the looks of it. I've been sacked. Definitely been sacked. Right, let's try that again. Anyone fancy going to the train museum in York? Yes, Lawrence, very much so. We've got, I don't think he's in, but Jack Newell, I think he's Jack Travel Jack or something in the users. He's one of the Patreon supporters, and he volunteers on the miniature railway up at the Model Railway Museum. And he's offered to kind of show us around. I'm sure if we got a group of us together, if a few of us wanted to go up there, he'd be happy to show us around. That'd be really cool. Maybe some behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, PBL brake. But I'm only kind of pressing, like, I'm just sort of pressing brake apply, but it seems to want to go into emergency very quickly. What does PBL brake, what does the PBL actually stand for? I drive 66s which are PBL brake, but I don't actually know what it stands for, which is really bad. Right, let's see if I can stop without bringing the emergency. So I'm just going to like flick the button. Oh, I see. So if I hold the button down, it takes me straight into emergency. That kind of makes sense then. That was what I was doing. I was holding the button down instead of kind of just... So I just need to have a little play with the brake to try to work out how it works. PBL, power brake lever. Oh, that makes sense. Lawrence, I'll definitely be up for that. Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, this side of Christmas, I think I'm pretty booked up, my diary. Obviously, I'm moving house in just over a couple of weeks. Work's hectic in the winter, as Callum will attest to if he's still in the chat. But certainly after Christmas and going into towards the spring, I'll definitely be up for that. Pneumatic brake lever, personal brake lever, power brake lever. It's one of those. It's one of those. Are we on the Oh, that'll do. We're just about on. We're just about on. So is there like a free cam mode on this? Looks like a City Skylines map from above. Alexa, play Despacito.
Here's Despacito remix by Daddy Yankee, Luis Fonsi, featuring Justin Bieber on Amazon Music.
Alexa, cancel. I love my Alexa. We've got Alexa in like every single room in the house almost. And I have all the lights and stuff on Alexa, which is like... It's just lazy, really. So I can do like, Alexa, turn on kitchen lights.
Okay.
Actually, that won't work because I've disconnected it all because we're moving. Copyright.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Right, should we go? I think we're good to go. We fully release the straight air brake. Full power. I've been in the cab of one of these. The cabs are really, really nice. You triggered my Alexa. I'll stop saying the name. Sorry, I'll stop saying the name. I will stop saying the name. Smart speaker. Yeah, because we're moving, I've disconnected all the smart relays and stuff, so it won't work properly. It's now playing Despacito. Oh, I think I've triggered a couple of them. That's quite amusing. 4.7 miles. Where's my next speed restriction? I just think we're good for 90. Should we do the Discord thing? Do we jump into Discord when we're doing these ones? No, that's not the right channel. That's the general chat channel, I think. That's not the right thing either. I've had like quarter of a bottle of beer and it's all... Look, I've still got kids walking around behind me. I'm going to deal with that. We're not stopping here, are we? No. Right, let's... Yeah, Lawrence. Hey Google. Tell me what happened. I haven't got a Google. Hey Google. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, so what is the speed limit? It is 90, so I'm going to start shutting back, I think. Slowly, look, notch at a time, I'm being a good boy. I'll see if I can get the brakes to work. Davrow, where are you moving to, if you don't mind me asking? I'm going to be in West St Leonards. I'm in Hastings at the moment, but I'm in West St Leonards. If you know the area particularly well, you can see my house from the railway track as you approach West St Leonards station. As that means that all my colleagues are now going to blow their horns when they come past. I won't give you my exact address for obvious reasons. Set your Alexa and your Google. Do you know what I said? What was the speed limit there? What's it come down to? 75. Right, let's try not to put the emergency brakes on. Is that just across the bridge? Yeah, as long as we don't get downloaded, that'll be fine. I said like, I was in the car the other day and I've got like an Apple Watch and an Apple phone. And I said, hey Alexa for some reason. And my Siri fired off and said, I think you've got the wrong personal assistant. I'm like, okay, that's a bit interesting. It's kind of not supposed to respond to anything other than the wake word. But never mind. So I've got an 80 coming up, so we're doing less than that. I don't like this heads-up display very much. I prefer the Train Sim World one. And the station's in 1.39 miles, which is... I'm going to make a hash of this. Dalmeny. Dalmeny? Someone's going to tell me I've made a right hash of that. Josh Brown, I'm around by there. Who knows? Maybe we will see each other in the street. You never know, Josh. I'm not too far from Filsham. You must know where that is. Right, so I've got some braking without putting emergency brakes on, so that's progress. Can still hear the kids. I can't. You got better hearing than me. Pros and cons of leaking your address. Might get sent a case of beer. Yeah. Might get sent a parcel bomber or a pig pilot. Yeah. Okay. I might actually manage to stop at a station without putting the emergency brakes on, which would be pretty cool. Or we might overshoot the station. Some of the scaling, I think. Release, 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 release. Release, 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 release. Some of the scaling, I think, on some of the objects is way off. Like the stop car marks look absolutely massive compared to how they should look. Adam, I can't really sort of... Is he like tapping his watch? Oh, he's using a smartphone. Oh, that's a really cool passenger animation. And she's kind of standing there like... She's on her phone as well. Yeah, I can't really comment on the signalling on this. I mean, it's in places I know it's really buggy. But from what I've seen of it, it looks pretty realistic. The only thing I would particularly comment on is the signals don't stand out very well. If we put a full direct brake application in, we should be able to release the train brakes. Although on a passenger train, that's probably not good practice. Dadra, you can do a family vlog one day. Funnily enough, if you go on my channel, there's one called European Holiday Special or something like that, which was when we drove to Portugal, and all the family are in that one. I didn't realise until after it had been published. There's a scene in that where I'm sitting in the car talking, and my kids are in the back literally hitting each other. And it's like, I watch it back now, and it's almost cringy. But yeah, we often, because Danny's Portuguese, Mum Rao's Portuguese, so we drive down to Portugal in the summer. We haven't been down for the last couple of years, obviously, for COVID and stuff. But yeah, a couple of years ago, we drove down, and we kind of done a bit of train spotting on the way down to see what we could see. But it was a Sunday, and it's like the French trains don't run on Sundays. It's like they're all, it's almost like they're on strike on a Sunday. So we didn't see very much, and it kind of documents the journey down. It's quite fun. It's only about 15 minutes, but it's really good. Like European train spotting special. But yeah, Danny's in that. Like, I think it was like a couple of weeks after we got married as well, so it was quite interesting. And all the kids are in it, all far younger than what they are now. Richard the train spotter and more the driver Richard. Lawrence Holmes, can I buy you a Model Class 66 train for Christmas? That's very kind of you, Lawrence. Am I supposed to be? I'm supposed to be leaving, aren't I? Right, okay. So we're in forward already. Let's release the direct brake and power on. No, backwards that way. So what's the speed limit? 50 going across the Forth Bridge. I've never been across the Forth Bridge in real life. I only ever went when I started my driving with GB. I went to Glasgow for my initial training, which was interesting. It's first and last time I've been to Scotland, but I really want to go back. It's a beautiful country. Yeah, the kind of draw distance there isn't great. It looks really, really bad up in the distance. Yeah, that's not fantastic. I feel like I'm really critical sometimes, and I don't mean to be, but so we jump outside for an external view. Not that I'm very good with the external cameras. I think we've established that already. How do I zoom out? How do I zoom out? Quick, somebody tell me how I zoom out. Genuinely don't know how I zoom out. No, not that one. Not that one. No. Ah. I'll jump back in the cab. beautiful structure of engineering. I'd love to walk across it. Flying Gamer, thanks Jan. If you're still in the pub, then have one for me. If you're in a Weatherspoons, if you send me the pub name and the table number, I'll drop you a beer. You can do it on the app. Working sunblind, yeah. North Queensferry as we come across the other side. Nationwide Coin Hunt. What do you use for filming vlogs? Flying Gamer definitely getting downloaded. I used to use a Nikon D5300. And I had like a massive kind of gimbal thing to keep it steady. But to be honest with you now, when I was out and about, but to be honest with you now, I use my iPhone because it's small, it's light, it's portable, and it's discreet as well. When you're filming with kind of a big camera with a massive microphone on it, it's not particularly discreet, and when you're going to train stations and stuff like that, some people start to look and get a little bit funny. So I use my iPhone. I've got an external microphone for it. I've got a Shure MV88 microphone for it, which plugs into the lightning port, which is really good. And I've also got a little gimbal stabilization thing for it, but it's really discreet. You can set it up in seconds, and nobody tends to question what you're doing with it, which is quite nice. The camera quality, other than in low light, it's not great in low light, but other than that, the camera quality is really good on it. I've also got a we're overshooting, but we're loco stock, so I think we can get away with that. I've also got a DJI Pocket Mini, which is about that big. It's got like a 4K camera on it that's got like auto stabilization, which is brilliant. And I've got a DJI Mavic Mini drone as well. And I've got an operators and flyers license for that, so you can get the video I done in Wales. I used that, and I put some drone footage up of the Spa Valley and a couple of other bits I've done recently. So yeah, it's small and portable. I think now I'd love a Panasonic or Lumix G9. I think they're called. Which would be a great camera for vlogging. But no, the phone. There it is. The phone serves me well. It does well. Yeah. Or fancy ordering some food while I'm at work. I need to get some food, Lawrence. I haven't actually had dinner yet. I skipped dinner, which is really bad. We could do like a pizza night on the next stream. Crouching Tiger. Adam, sorry. I'll answer your question. Let me just get going first in the game. Right, release the brakes. We're still in forward. 5-bar brake pressure. Brake needles coming down. Off we go. Speed limit is 50. And we're 1.832 in the key thing. Oh god, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Do you find the phone cameras better than your DSLR in reasonable light? For videoing, yes, definitely, because the phone camera is mirrorless, which generally works better for videoing. For photography, the DSLR is better. I mean, it's better in so much if you want to be creative, if you want to kind of drag out your frames and your aperture and stuff like that, and kind of depth of field effects, and it's really good for that. But for sort of kind of general point and shoot photography, the phone I would say is actually better. Excuse me, that appears repeating on me now. The phone is better, but they do say the best camera is the one that's in your hand at the time. So as much as I love my DSLR, I find the phone more convenient. I think that's a fair way of putting it. But yeah, in where the lighting's not so good, because the sensor on the phone's quite small, it tends to ramp up the ISO quite a lot, so the footage can look a little bit grainy. I've got like now on the stream. Where's the station? 1 mile. I've got using the Elgato face cam thing, but I've got 2 like bloody great big lights up here. I mean, if I turn them off, and the camera tries to compensate for it, which does pretty good job. The lights are probably a little bit bright actually. The camera's on auto, which is really bad. I should have that set up better. Yeah, but just having the right light, as I'm sure you know, makes such a difference. Nationwide Coin Hunter DSLR isn't good for video, in my opinion. I think you need a camcorder for videos. You need a mirrorless camera, certainly. Yeah, DSLR for photography is definitely better, but it doesn't quite cut it for video, in my opinion. Yeah, I completely agree with you there. Inverkeithing. Thanks for that. I'll tell you what, we're not going to stop there though unless I get some break-in, so I probably need to think about that. I've gone to lap. Have I gone to lap? I'm sure I have. That's quite a lot of break. Let's get some. Oh, so I need to press and hold to release, but not to apply. Also, Deborah, just call me Richard. Too many Richards. Right, okay, let's see if I can get the stop right this time. The brake simulation's actually pretty good. The way the air drops down and then you've got to wait for the brake cylinders to come up. That's quite nice. And then you want to be trying to stop on a rising brake so you don't get a big jerk. Come on, stop! Whee, that wasn't too bad. I'll take it. Nailed the pronunciation, almost. I could have done with someone when I was in Wales telling me how things were pronounced. That was atrocious. So like I said at the beginning of that video, if you seen it, with a name like Evans, you'd think I'd be good at Welsh pronunciations. It was atrocious. Torpante, I think is where we went. Torpante. Torpante. Three cans down, 6 more to go. Yeah, I'm a lightweight. I'm a cheap night out. Look, I haven't even had half of it yet. So there's no kind of dispatch or anything, which I was saying on the BVE one earlier. It's really nice that you've got sort of more dispatch and stuff. Yeah, Lawrence, if you download and get into the Discord server, then you'll get I believe you're a driver level on Patreon, so you'll get a little key icon and you'll get driver status next to your name. Right, speed limit is 40. We're going to Dalgety. Did I pronounce that right, Dalgety? Keithing. In the Keithing. No, it's no good. It's no good. If I stream this for real in one of the public streams, I'll have to get pronunciation sorted out because I'll get hammered for that. What's the speed limit? 40. Probably want to get a hold of that then. So I was speaking to someone who used to sign these because I was quite interested to know about the dynamic braking. And you only use the dynamic braking when you're running light engine. You don't use it when you've got a train on because the dynamic braking only provides braking to the locomotive. It's the same as the straight air brake or the direct brake. So you don't use it when you've got a train on. It's light engine only. I believe as well, light engine, these have got a special dispensation on them. They're allowed to run at 100 miles an hour, light engine. Normally light engine is maximum 75. Well, light engine, the rules, if the line speed is less than 90, light engine, you need to be doing, you're not allowed to do more than 60. If the line speed's greater than 90 or greater as a light engine, you can do 75. But I believe these class 68 units have got a special dispensation on them, so light engine they can run 100 miles an hour. Dalgety. You can come on the next stream if you want when I do this route and do the pronunciations. Just like pre-record some station announcements or stuff, and I can trigger them off the stream deck. That would be pretty cool. Half a mile to the station. We're still doing 50. Probably think about getting some braking then. Full service. Well, the brakes are pretty decent, so yeah, we're going to take some of that back. If meeting, everyone should go to... I'm not even going to attempt that one. And see who can pronounce it best sober and who can pronounce it best drunk. Love that idea. Love that idea. There's a video of a weather reporter on YouTube pronouncing it, and he absolutely nails it, and I'm just like envious. I'm just really, really bad with pronunciations. Same when I go to Portugal, and I've done a couple of like train spotting vlog videos over there. And it's like trying to pronounce the place names. And I've got Danny who can obviously pronounce them perfectly. Is that guy like looking at his watch or something? Are we late? Oh, yeah, we are actually really late. That guy's kind of just looking at his watch. That's a really nice little animation. Oh, this is such a bad drive. Oh, that'll do. So like I said, this is actually the first time I'm playing this route or this train in Train Sim Classic. I've never even loaded this up before. So I do like the 68s though. I was lucky enough to go in the cab of a 68 at the South Eastern Open Day at Ramsgate Depot a couple of years ago. I do really like the 68s. They've actually got technology in them that if you've got your mobile phone in the cab, they've got something in them that will basically show up on the download that driver's phone's turned on. Something that kind of detects the phone signal. Which is a bit interesting. Apparently it's been disabled though, because every time you go for a station it was going mad. It wasn't particularly reliable. Right, we're good to go. Brakes off, power on. So what are my gauges up there? Doesn't tell me what the gauges are. Oh, main res. Speed limit 75. Station is 2 and a bit miles away. Let's get going. So I don't know how long this route is. How do I get the timetable up on this one? It's not T. How do I get the timetable up, guys? Somebody will know. Imagine if GBRF had 68s. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. The trouble with the 68s as a freight locomotive, I mean, obviously DRS uses them on freight, but I think a lot of theirs are double-headed. It's a Bobo bogie configuration, so they haven't necessarily got the best tractive effort. What we need at the moment, and I can't say much about it. What we need at the moment is a new Coco bogie configuration. So if you don't know about bogie configuration, F2, thank you, Richard. If you don't know about bogie configurations, Coco basically means you've got 3 wheels per bogie. Bobo is 2 wheels per bogie. So obviously, the more drive wheels you've got, the more tractive effort you've got. But what we need at the moment is kind of a new Coco locomotive for the UK, because obviously the 66s now are old, don't meet emission standards. There's a few issues with those. So we do need a new heavy haul freight locomotive, preferably by mode as well would be really good. The way kind of the climate thing and stuff's going, but yeah, watch this space, I guess, because it's sooner or later something's going to have to be announced, because yeah, 66s are coming to the end of their natural life. They do need replacing. Check Patreon chat. That's how I feel in foreign countries, although I think it's copyrighted music. I don't know if I can get the Patreon chat up on my phone. Let me have a little look. Do you mean the Discord chat or the Patreon chat? Oh, I've got someone messaging me in Discord who didn't get the link. Unless you're already in. Seamus McNeil, have I seen you in the chat? Are you in? I've just seen your message on Patreon. It's going through, seeing if I can see you. I have to try and get the link up and send it. Oh, we're going to miss this stop. Right, how was the emergency brakes work? There you go. Third emergency brake application. We're going to overshoot this one. Whee! Overshoot. Discord, my mistake. I'll jump in there in just a second and have a look. Is he going to let me... It still lets me open the doors though. It's like... How far off are we? Oh, that's alright. I'll tell you what, I'll have a word with the conductor and we'll clear that up. That'll be alright. I'm just going to jump out of that for a second. I'm going to put the Discord up. Because I've just got someone message me saying they didn't have a link to the stream. I just feel that's a little bit unfair. So I'm just going to go ahead and get back to them on that. It went out to everybody. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Sorry, I will be right back, guys. There's been an issue with the link going out. I thought there wasn't as many people in as I was expecting. I'm still learning how to use all this as well, so... Two seconds. Gone. Oh, I'm back. Right, where's the game? Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there. For some reason, the link hadn't gone out as it should have done. So half the people on Patreon haven't got the link, which is not particularly good for me. But never mind, we're here. So if I see a load of people jump in, thank you very much, Richard. But I am just about sorted with that now. Yeah, that was my bad for. I posted the link, but for whatever reason it didn't go out. The link was posted in a couple of other places, though, so hopefully people have managed to pick it up. Right, we are off. Speed limit's 50, 2.71 miles to Bertisland. Lawrence Adams, if you are now in the Discord server, I'll get your role sorted out in there, so you get the driver's role, because you are, I believe you might be an ops manager. I believe you're a driver on Patreon, so I think I'll have to do it manually if you haven't done it through Patreon, but I'll get that sorted as soon as the stream's finished. Actually, Richard, you might be able to do that. Can you have a look for who's just come into Discord? Sorry, I'm getting all confused. Bert Island. Yeah, Lawrence. If I don't know what your username is, but yeah, Richard. If you look out for Lawrence coming into the Discord, if he posted his username, then can we give him the driver role? I believe your driver subscription, Lawrence, pledge. I'll soon tell you. I'll have a quick look. How far from the station? 1.56. Yeah, Lawrence will be Richard. If you see Lawrence enter the Discord, can you just give him the driver role, please? You should have the permissions to do that. Check the Patreon chat on Discord next time you stop, so you don't overshoot. Yeah, that might be a better idea. Right, so we're in idle. I'm going to break about a mile out. Right, let's get... Oh, I've done it again. Oh, it's so unforgiving. Have I? No, I've got away with it. Sounded like I've gone into emergency. We might need emergency at this rate now. We should stop okay. Lawrence Adams, my username is Security Adams. So yeah, if any of the mods that are in the chat, if you get Security Adams coming into the Discord, can you just look after him for me? Just make sure he gets the driver role assigned, so you can access the Patreon chat. That would be very much appreciated. Chris, hello. We are on the Fife Circle driving the Class 68 locomotive at the moment. Have you just joined because you've just been able to, or just because you've had the link sent to you? Because if it's just because you've had the link sent to you, then I'm really sorry. That was completely and utterly my mistake for not copying the link into the email. The route modelling is... I'm actually really surprised by the route modelling. It's really good. I've been far too harsh on Train Sim Classic. The controls on this 68 are a bit of a nightmare, but the route modelling is really good. I love the way they kind of look at... Oh, he's on his phone. That's pretty cool. Like the one earlier looking at their watch, they've got some really nice passenger animations in this. Stop show. Ah, that'll be alright. We'll square that up with the conductor. Chris, yes, because of the link. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that, Chris. I sent the email out, but for some reason I hadn't copied the link in. But the link was in... I don't know if you're in the Discord, but the link was posted in the Discord Patreon supporter chat, and also on the Patreon homepage. You get kind of like a social media feed that only you guys can see. It was posted there as well. So really sorry about that, Chris. But if you want to watch the beginning of it, then of course you can. You can scroll back as well. That's very kind of you, Lawrence. Thank you very much. Of course, if you're in the Ops Manager category as well, you do get, after 3 months, you get a Dadrail Cup. 6 months, you get sent a Dadrail T-shirt. Then after 9 months, it's a long sleeve shirt, I believe. And then after 12 months, you get a hoodie. So you get something sent to you every 3 months, which is all dealt with through Patreon. Patreon. It isn't as accurate as someone who signed this in real life. Have you managed to get the Class 377 enhanced back from Armstrong Powerhouse? No, not yet, but that's on my that is on my to-do list over the next couple of weeks. I don't know how much time I'm going to get for train sim and gaming in general. Oh, we're rolling backwards. Come on. I've been sacked. I've definitely been sacked today. Why are we not moving? I've got power on. There we go. 40 mile an hour, 2.61 to Kinghorn. Top line speed on this route, Chris. I've honestly got no idea. I've never been along this route before in my life. This was kind of just what the chat wanted earlier on. So I've got no idea where we're going, what we're doing. I'm just following the HUD at the moment. Yeah. Nationwide coin hunt. Is there any way to buy the merch? I don't think you can, which is really annoying because the merch is handled through Patreon. They only give you options of how it's distributed. They don't let you have a kind of merch store where you can buy things, which is really annoying. But when I get to 10,000 subs on YouTube, then I can open a kind of merch store there, and I want to do kind of some sort of really good railway merch and stuff. Oh yeah, Adam. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that was kind of the ops manager ban was added on a little bit later on. Dad Rail mug might sub just to tea-stain that mug. Right. Concentrate on your driving. I drive better than this in real life, I promise. Honestly. I look forward to receiving that cup. I can use it while watching you, and the hoodie would be perfect for work. Yeah, I kind of need to find out whether I can actually get the merch as well, because it kind of goes out on the, like I say, you set how many months. It's like Patreon do it's all complicated how it works, but it's like after 3 months you get sent the merch item, then after the next 3 months you get sent the next one. But it's like, I would like to just buy the merch item for myself to have, and it's like, even as the creator, I don't get the merch item, which is a bit weird. So I kind of need to contact them and just say, hey, you know, come on, send me one as well. I want one. Maybe I need to, like, pledge to myself or something like that. I'll get Mum Rail to pledge to me. I did ask her, but she said no. Which is, you know, it's not really fair. Oh, it's queuing this. So I've been playing Open BVE earlier. I was pressing the Open BVE button to reset the AWS. No, Richard, I think that's probably it at the moment. Yeah, I think everyone else is. We've had there was 4 or 5 new patrons join this evening, which was really amazing. But hopefully, if they've already got Discord when they sign up for Patreon, then the bots will sort it out automatically. If not, then we need to go through when they join the server. We need to add them on. But yeah, if people are already on Discord when they pledge, then the bots will sort it out. There's a 30 there. Let's get some break in. How far's the station? Half a mile. Who wouldn't want some Dad Rail swag? You're all far too kind. Yeah, no worries, Josh. Very much appreciated. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, we got a few more people, and you know, everyone that's supporting me financially or with time or anything else, it is just so appreciated. You know, it's like I said, I've got you know, I've got a family, I've got kids, and working all the time and stuff. So like, my time is very limited. So kind of just getting, you know, support and people that want to be part of it and want to kind of support me, and even just people watching the content and liking it and stuff. It just makes it all worthwhile, which is really great. And like I said as well, I want to be able to give back to the community as much as I can. It's like with the train driver vlogs, so kind of the amount of people I get messaging me asking for advice and stuff on, and I'll always try and answer it, because it's just nice to give something back sometimes as well. And like, you know, want to do the community meetups and everything. Let's say we go for a community meetup, and I'll buy everyone a beer. that's what you get. That's what you get in exchange. I'll buy everyone a beer. Definitely the Railway Museum in the spring though. If we can get Jack to give us a tour around it, that'd be pretty awesome. I'll have to get in contact with him and ask him. Jack, he's not in the stream tonight, but Jack's he's been following me since like day one, so it's pretty cool. Definitely like loads of stop shorts on this. Look, I know we're on the platform, so it's good enough. Someone did tell me the thing for the timetable. Was it F9? Let's press F9. Gathering for first... Okay, I don't think I want that, do I? F8? No. F10? Reloading assets. Okay, well, I don't know what I've done. We're off to Kirkcaldy, platform 2. Speed limit is 45. Right, let's get some brakes off. Are my brakes off? They are off. I've got 5 bar. I don't know why I'm not rolling backwards. That's good. It's F1. Thank you, Louis. Oh, so we're nearly at the end of the route. Circle Service Part 1. Richard, that's very kind of you. Excellent suggestion, Adam. I wonder if Dabrow will make a brandy class 66. I'd be really... Because when I move, I haven't told anyone this, but you guys, you know, you get like privileged access to everything. When I move, and Mum Rail's not watching, so we're okay. When I move, I want to build a model railway layout. Something I used to do as a child, I had a model railway layout in my bedroom and everything else, and I was a member of the Model Railway Club. Really used to get into it. And then growing up and kind of having kids and the rest of it, it kind of got sort of left behind and forgotten about. And where we're living at the moment, we just haven't got the room for it. But where we're moving to, there's a lot more space, so I'm going to kind of approach Mum Rail and say, you know, I'm going to build a model railway. Which would be... So if you look at my introduction screen, it's like mainline, heritage, European and model railways. But I probably kind of need to update that now to kind of like say train sim or something in it and train driver vlogs. We're 2 miles away from the station. Yeah, because like Dad Rail was originally started as a model railway project for me and my kids. Because it was like I wanted to build a model railway. Mum Rail had given me planning permission to build a model rail, and I thought, you know, it's something I can do with the kids. It'd be really nice to spend time with them, and we can document it on YouTube. Brilliant. Because they were into YouTube and YouTubers. I thought, yeah, this would be fantastic. So created the Dad Rail channel, and then one thing led to another. Model Railway didn't get built, and I wanted to start uploading. So if you look at the first video, it's like Brighton Model World, which was kind of the beginning of the project, getting ideas and stuff. The Model Railway didn't get built, but I kind of started uploading content to the channel and stuff like that, and it just kind of evolved into what it is now, and the name stuck. I did want to change the name a little while ago, but I kind of put it out there on social media before I had Discord. On social media, it was like, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do it. Everyone knows she was Dad Rail. You can't change it. So I was like, oh, okay then. But I kind of feel like I need to make a video to kind of explain the name a bit more. I've mentioned it in other ones, but I need to make a video. I'm thinking like 10,000 subs. I should do like a little history of Dad Rail kind of montage thing. But I feel like if I do that, I'm making videos for the sake of making videos. You know, I feel a bit sort of cheaty if I do that. How about if I can get you a class 66 with Dad Rail on the side? That would be awesome. I'm very tempted, I must say, to get one and sort of get custom vinyls made for it. I wonder if I can approach GBRF and get like a custom Dad Rail livery. We should get a petition going to GBRF, Dad Rail custom livery. Right, Kirkcaldy. Is that right? Kirkcaldy. Have you seen the model railway in Lynmouth? I haven't, no. To be fair, Chris, I was in Lynmouth in the summer. We went to the Linton and Lynmouth Cliff Railway, which was pretty awesome. I tried to get some drone footage of it, but the sun was in the wrong position. I didn't know there was a model railway in Lynmouth. I'm going to have to go back now. Will there ever be a face reveal? This is the face. Or have I missed the point somewhere? I've got to have missed the point somewhere there. I've been to Miniature Wonderland in Hamburg, as documented in one of my previous videos as well. That is an awesome place to go. And we've done all the behind the scenes tours as well there at Miniature Wonderland, and that was... I can't wait to go back. You can do that if you're really, really ambitious. You can do that in a day trip. Miniature Wonderland, Hamburg Miniature Wonderland. You can fly out in the morning. You can get flights with Ryanair for like 15 quid. It's, well, you could before COVID. It's like £15 each way, like £30. You get off the aeroplane, you're like 50 minutes on the metro, you're at Miniature Wonderland. And you can go in the morning, come back in the evening. If anyone fancies a day trip to Hamburg. Or you make a weekend of it and drink. So I've still got a quarter left. Do you know who I want? I want a face reveal of Jago Hazard. We need a face reveal of Jago Hazard. Dad Rail, do a Bakerloo line. That is tomorrow's Halloween special, Lawrence. We are doing the Bakerloo line tomorrow. Halloween special. I'm kind of going to spruce up the overlays on the streams and make them a bit Halloweeny and put some little spider animations and things in. But we're doing like it's called a punter special. So we kind of want railway puns and Halloween puns. So as we're driving along the line, approaching the different stations, kind of need to come up with Halloween sort of pun names for all the stations, which would be quite nice. I thought I was ending here. Does that not show me all my tasks? That just show me the one I'm currently on. Okay, never mind. Off we go. Forward, release the brake. Louis. Yeah, when I was Southeastern, my route knowledge was really, really limited. 65 mile an hour. Come on, get the amps up. My route knowledge was really... Did Dad Rail getting tipsy? My route knowledge was really limited. We used to sign Hastings to Charing Cross and Cannon Street via the main line. We'd also sign via Baton Ball. So you turn off at Sevenoaks, go Baton Ball, Swanley, back up at St Mary Cray Junction up to Chislehurst. And when I started there, we signed Tunbridge to Ashford, and we also signed Tunbridge to London Bridge via Redhill. A lot of that route knowledge got taken off us over the years, though. Like Ashford got taken off us and other bits and bobs. But now, as a freight driver, my route knowledge is a lot bigger. I sign quite a lot of Kent, nearly all of Sussex and Surrey, and all the way down to Eastleigh and Southampton in Hampshire. And that route card is expanding as well as they kind of release us to do training and do bits and bobs. We do sort of a bit more here and a bit more there, which is really nice. So some of the guys where I am sign up to Peterborough. That'd be quite nice to get that. The next bit I'd really like to learn, there's a little bit on the coastway I'm missing. I'm missing from Willingdon Junction to Sutherham Junction along the coast, which is really annoying, and then Lewes to Brighton. So I sign down to Brighton via the main line through Burgess Hill, and then I sign down through Cooksbridge and Plumpton and Lewes, and then Sutherham Junction to Seaford, and I also sign Hastings to Eastbourne. So I just kind of need that bit in the middle to join it all together. But it can be really difficult sometimes getting released for route learning. And what we used to do was you'd go out in a passenger train, you'd get a cab pass, and you'd go out in a passenger train and you'd learn the route. But because of COVID, we're not allowed in the passenger train cabs or anything like that, which is really irritating. So we have to take a route learning locomotive out, and then you've got to get a pathway, you've got to have a spare locomotive, you've got to have a trainee, mentor driver, a driver instructor to take you out on it. So it just becomes really, really difficult. So you're kind of only learning like essential core routes at the moment. So all the kind of little bits, the extra bits that you need for like ballast jobs and seasonal RHT work, that's kind of fallen back a little bit at the moment. I mean, there's enough drivers that sign it anyway, but us kind of new guys that have just come in, we're sort of our training's been held back a little bit because of that. Louis, yeah, I think once you've driven over a route a few times, it kind of cements the knowledge in. But it's what's that speed limit going to? 80, lovely. It kind of cements the route knowledge in, which is nice. But yeah, certainly when you're learning it, it seems like a lot when you're learning it. But once you're driving over it day after day after day, I find the biggest problem is when we do the seasonal work. You're kind of doing lines like Uckfield and East Grinstead for RHT work, and then you'll go, especially Uckfield, because there's no snow and ice trains down there, but no de-icing trains. You'll do it for 3 months during the RHT season, then you won't do it for the other 9 months of the year. So sometimes it can be a bit sketchy on your route knowledge down there for the first couple of trips. But yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I really enjoy it. Josh, the line between Hastings and Eastbourne is lovely. It's a lovely stretch of railway track. Nationwide coin hunt, love it. Sam Brooks, do you have to know the numbers of the signals? No, Sam, you only know the numbers of the ones you get stopped at all the time. So they're the ones you're calling the signaller up from. So no, we don't. I think that'd be unrealistic to expect you to learn all those. It's only got one tone of the horn on this. Oh, we need to get some braking. Pretty sharpish looking at that signal. So what's the speed limit going to go down to? 20? Really? We're going to derail here. So there's not sufficient warning of that. See, I wasn't paying much attention, but did we get 2 yellows? Because in reality, you wouldn't have one yellow with a junction indicator that close to the junction. Did we get 2 yellows? Did I miss that because I was chatting away? Bella from Productions. I want to work on the railway, but it's really hard to get in at the moment. Yeah, it depends whereabouts on the railway you want to work and what role you want. If you want to go into driving, going straight into driving can be quite difficult. Hashtag SpadRail. As I put out in my previous video about how to become a train driver, it can be quite difficult to initially go into driving. But other roles on the railway, conductor roles, platform roles, and stuff, you normally stand a lot better chance of getting in on those roles. I'm still speeding him. What's the speed limit? 20. Okay. Dad derail. Is this where we end, or I think we end here, don't we, at this station? The only time I see a freight train is Hastings when it's a loco going to St Leonard's. Yeah, you get the we can overshoot the last station. Nah, that'll come down. Release. You get the RHTTs and the snow and ice treatment trains, and you get ballast trains. But yeah, there's no booked freight through Hastings. Obviously, down to Mountfield you do, but that's about it. But that doesn't come through Hastings, just down the Hastings line as far as Mountfield. Unless we got diversions on where it comes across via Ashford, which is rare. I think it's only ever happened once. We had a couple of weeks of it earlier on in the year. Yeah, it's definitely the best way into driving is via platform staff, in my opinion. You can literally get thousands of applications for each driver's job. But if you're going through the platform staff route, it's much easier. Because you can then apply as an internal applicant, which would your chances improve massively. So we can't get out the driving seat and have a walk around in this, which after you've been playing Train Sim World is really off-putting. The dwell time is massive. That was a good run. We'll continue from here in part 2. Let me know in the chat, guys. I'm good for another half an hour or so, but let me know in the chat if you want me to do part 2 or you want me to jump into something else. Trying Train Sim World, Train Sim Classic, Railcar Simulator. Let me know in the chat, guys, what you want me to do. Do you ever work over Christmas? Because I sometimes have to. Yeah, it is in our contract to work Christmas. I've been quite lucky the last couple of years. I've been able to get annual leave over Christmas. And this year I am rest day, Christmas Day. So I will not be working Christmas Day. Christmas Eve I worked last year. I think Boxing Day I worked last year as well. So yeah, the freight side is really annoying because you will end up... There's a good chance you'll end up working Christmas at some point. But Christmas is like... I think they pay like double time. So there's enough people that want to do it for the money and people that haven't got young families and stuff. So for me personally, with a young family, I don't want to do it. But for the people that do, they'll sort of get preferential. They'll kind of put an email out saying who wants to work Christmas, and you get loads of people that want the money. They'll just go yay, and they'll do it. So yeah, you're normally okay, but there is always that possibility. Oh, excellent, Louis. That's brilliant. College will be associated with something which is great news for me. No, absolutely. Definitely. 2 for diesel railcar. I think, yeah. That could be interesting because I haven't got my joystick set up with my levers on it. Deborah, VC after or tomorrow? I can probably jump in the VC after for a little while because I've got some chores to do, so I can put me headphones in and have a little chat. Josh Brown, I hope to get into track maintenance next year at Tunbridge. Good luck with that, Josh. It's hard work on track maintenance, but essential job. And there's a lot of good skills you can learn in that as well. Chris, a driver once told me it's quite easy to forget where you are driving at night. Is that something you've ever heard of? If you're tired and you get a bit... you start dozing off a little bit, then yeah, you can lose concentration and forget where you are. That is possible. It's something I have experienced it actually. Yeah, but if you lose where you are, especially in the fog and stuff like that, then you just slow down. Do you have a rail driver, Richard? No, I don't have a rail driver. I've got a controller, flight sim controller that I use for Diesel Railcar Simulator. How hard is it to set your joystick up? Do you know what? It'll take me like 2 or 3 minutes. So I'll go and set the joystick up. You guys go and grab another drink, and we'll meet back here in 3 or 4 minutes. How does that sound? It doesn't matter how it sounds. We'll do that. I'll see you back here in 3 or 4 minutes. I pressed the wrong button. Yeah. I'll put the Discord chat up instead of the thumbnail. What channel are you in? Are you in the Patreon? Discord. Patreon supporters chat. Yeah, I'll put the Patreon support chat up. There you go. So if you want to post anything, chuck it in the Patreon support chat, and I'll go and grab the joystick and down this beer and grab another. I'm not getting tipsy, I promise. So cheers, Adam. Thanks for joining us, bud. You can, if you want to watch the rest of it or the beginning of it, then you can watch it back at any time through the link. So yeah, but thanks for joining us, Adam. Thanks for your support. Cheers, mate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get the phone camera on here working, which is always a nightmare because it likes to freeze up. Doopy doopy doo. And I can kind of show you what setup I've got going on. So, hopefully this is going to connect. Well, hey! Right, so hopefully when I press that, cheap speakers for my computer. Right, so I've got a Satec flight controller set up there, which I use for my flight sim. And I've got the throttle quadrant for it clamped to my desk there. And when I play Diesel Railcar Simulator, I have one lever set for the throttle controls, second lever set for the gear controls, and third lever set for the brakes. So it just makes it so much easier to play. So I'm not constantly sort of looking around at what's what. I can just press the buttons and get on with it, which makes it much, much easier. So hopefully... Cheers, Louis. Thanks very much. Yeah, same to you, Louis. Don't forget, if you want to watch it back then, yeah. Maybe I'm getting tipsy and tired. Right, let's jump into it. Hopefully it's still configured. I like Diesel Railcar Simulator. It's a pretty good game. I'll tell you what we can do, guys. What? I mean, I can get the voice chat up on the stream if you like. Let me know if you'd like that. We can get the voice Bellathon. Thank you. We can get the voice chat up on the stream if you guys are all in the same voice chat channel. We can get that up on the stream and kind of have a little chat. Just let me know. We can do that. We've got the power. Right, let's jump into game. Let's see if this works. Looking for a game to capture. Oh, it doesn't like it when I change games for some reason. Auto doesn't want to work. Capture specific window. Diesel Railcar Simulator. Done. Crikey, need to resize that. It's exclusive behind the scenes kind of it's not working content. There we go. Yeah, why not? Get the voice chat in. Yeah, that'll make it a bit easier for me as well. What channel are you guys in on the voice chat? I'll tell you what I'll do. Where the Patreon supporters chat is, I'll create a new voice channel there. Called Patreon Voice Chat. I'll make it a private channel and I'll add the moderators to it, and I'll add the ops managers, drivers, conductors and shunters to it. So if you guys jump into the Patreon voice chat on Discord, and then I will stream that live. I think that's probably the best option. What I'll do is I'll mute my mic on the stream as well, otherwise it'll be coming through twice. Bellathon, welcome.
Thank you. I don't know if you can hear TV in the background. I hope you can't.
No, I can hear you loud and clear. I can't hear anything else in the background, so that's good. I'm going to mute my mic on the stream as well. Oh, Lawrence says, wait, what voice chat? Lawrence, if you can still hear us. I think you're in the Discord now, Lawrence. If you go into the channels down the left-hand side, then you'll see where it says live stream pictures and chat, and then there's a channel underneath there that says live stream chat. Live stream live chat.
Good evening, Richard.
Good evening, Richard. How are you?
I'm doing right, mate. How about yourself?
Not too bad at all.
I did add Lawrence as a driver and also verified his role for him, so he should be able to actually get in.
Fantastic, thank you very much. I'm just checking the chat.
I'm back. I was just grabbing my MacBook.
Right, so Lawrence is saying, wait, what is voice chat? Obviously, voice chat, you can actually come into a voice chat with other people and you can actually start talking.
I'm gonna put you through on the stream now. So you should be coming out on the stream. Yeah, Lawrence, let us know in the chat window if you're having issues getting in. If you can't get in, it doesn't matter. We can still chat through the chat window. That's not an issue, Lawrence.
I mean, I'm going to be getting in contact with Lawrence tomorrow anyway, regarding some TSW stuff, so I can actually talk to him then.
Oh, brilliant.
If he can't hear us. Yeah. Because I'm on PlayStation and I think he is as well, so I can give him a good hand on that.
Perfect.
I play it on PC. I've never been a console sort of person.
I've been a console person for since PlayStation 1 came out.
Yeah,
so we're talking years and years ago.
Yeah.
No worries, Lawrence. Yeah, Josh, we're in Patreon voice chat. If you're not on Patreon, Josh, don't worry. We still have the chat window open, so you can still type away on there. But if you are on Patreon, if you look for the Patreon section, or Patreon channel, then you'll see the voice chat over there. Like I say, if you can't jump in, then don't worry. Yeah, Lawrence, no worries. 1 minute. Like I say, I'm going to keep the chat window open anyway, guys. So if you can't get in, then no sweat.
Josh Brown, if you are still hearing this, are you in the Discord server and have you been given a Patreon role? If you haven't, then let us know and I can sort that out for you.
How's the stream been? It's pretty laid back and relaxed, and as it should be.
It's been quite good.
Driving was atrocious, but
Well,
hey,
go on.
don't worry about that, Richard. Don't worry about that. It's a Patreon members only live stream, so it's all good.
that's the idea. That's the idea behind it. You know, it's just chilled.
Yeah, exactly.
The DTG 68, like the default one without the Armstrong Powerhouse enhancement pack, is pretty poor to drive anyway. With the I don't know why the brake doesn't spring back, because on the AP one it does.
That's what I mean. You kind of press it to put it on, but if you press and hold it, then it goes into emergency. But when you release it, you've kind of got to, yeah, you kind of got to hold it.
Is it like spring
Right,
load?
can I just pause you for a moment? Josh Brown, have you been assigned a role for the Patreon? If yes, can you let me know? If not, can you let me know what thing you done? Yeah, let us know what thing you are, either a driver, conductor, or whatever, and then I can sort it out for you.
Yeah, Lawrence, just need to make sure you're in the right voice chat.
I can actually move them. I can actually move them right now.
Yeah, Lawrence,
There we go.
you should be in now. You jumped in the wrong one, but Richard's moved you over.
Lovely. Can everyone hear me?
We can,
Yeah.
loud and clear.
We can indeed.
Lovely.
Right, so Josh is saying you did it automatically.
I
So
wonder-
if you scroll, are you on your phone, Josh, or are you on PC?
Nationwide Coin Hub, we're just setting up a voice chat in the Discord server. If you're in the Discord server, you can jump into the Patreon only voice chat. We're all just kind of chatting away in there whilst playing games. If you're not, then feel free to stay in the normal chat. You can hear us all chatting away anyway, I'm sure. So yeah, feel free to stay in the
There's
normal
Josh
chat
now.
if you want to, or join us in the voice chat. It's your choice.
I quite like that name, Nationwide Coin.
That is a nice one.
I have to be
Well,
careful when I say. I have to be careful when I say that.
would the voice chat work if I go back on the live stream on YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't see why not.
Yes.
Because obviously the thing is I'm using my phone, so it's like I don't know if I had to connect to like an internet server at work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
all
No,
right.
Discord works in the background if you go into another app, so it should be completely fine.
Right, okay.
What I'd say
I'm
though
not
is-
using this technology, you know what I mean? I'm 30 years old, I'm an old boy.
I know what you mean.
What I'd
It's
say,
like
you might
nationwide,
you might need to mute the stream, otherwise you'll get like the chat coming through on the voice chat and it coming through on the stream. It'll be like it's delayed on the stream, so it'll sound a mess.
You'll hear
All
yourself
right.
twice.
Yeah, I've just muted the TV because I did mute the TV, and then I've just accidentally unmuted it.
So,
won't-
guys,
You won't
what
get any
would you
Diesel
like
Railcar
Richard to do
Simulator
now?
sounds, but I don't think. You
What
will,
game
will
would
I?
you like to see Richard do now?
We're in,
Diesel
Quick
Railcar.
check, guys.
yeah, we're in Diesel Railcar.
Ooh.
I've played
Railcar.
this game a handful of times. The
Never
graphics aren't
seen
the
that.
best. The graphics aren't the best, but the physics are absolutely. They're quite good, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, my first two live streams were on Diesel Railcar Simulator, and I hold the same opinion as you. The graphics they're acceptable. They're
Yeah.
completely acceptable. The driving physics are brilliant, and it really simulates
Well, I
the.
love-
Sorry,
Go on, sorry.
it simulates the era very very well. It's very well done.
I quite like I quite like the way the bogies wobble around as well, as they should.
Yeah, the bounce physics and the point it's
Yeah.
just really good. Nationwide Coin Hunt, we love your username, but I've got to be very careful saying it. Yeah, no, if you're welcome to stay in the live chat. I'm keeping an eye on that anyway. So, yeah.
You don't want to be getting.
Oh yeah, no, I've just got a grasp. No,
I just noticed that because obviously you got the bank called Nationwide, don't you?
Right, so what route am I going to do in here? Mountain Paths, North Leyden or Westfords? I don't know too much about what route's what, so...
Are there any real routes?
Right, can I just ask everyone a question?
Yeah,
Go for it.
Basically, I've got the Train Sim World, right, on PS4, and I've got the Southern, I've got the Southeastern, got the London computer. Now, for some reason, I noticed with your one, Richard, because obviously you play it on PC,
What Richard? Oh, are you on about the main
Yeah.
Richard? Yep. Go
on
for it.
that rail. Basically, he does the thing. It's a 377 in the class 66. But I
Yep.
don't know if you could. I don't know if you could do that on the PS4 version.
no, from what they were saying earlier in the chat, the PS4 version will only show what's in the base pack, so the 387 and the 377. If you've got it on
Yeah.
PS5, then you'll get the 66 and all the Southeastern stuff and the Great Western stuff. So
But that will be on the PS4 version.
on the
Okay, because at the minute I'm doing like a scenario called Fast Lane, and I believe you start from like a red light at Purley, but
Yes.
but I think when you pull into the platform, it wants you to go to the other side. And obviously, I've tried everything. Try going back, try going forward. It just won't let me.
Right.
Comes up with signal pass at danger.
Right, Lawrence, I'll have a look at that tomorrow because obviously I'm on PS4, so I'll only
Yep.
find that out tomorrow and I'll see what I can do for you.
Yeah, lovely. Cheers.
Yeah, I'm playing on PC, so yeah, if you could look into that, Richard, that'd be excellent.
No
Have
worries.
you got any of the mods for PC that people have done, Richard?
Not on Train Sim World, but I understand for the Brighton Main Line, there's one that kind of puts advertisements and Marks and Spencers and other
Yeah.
bits. That looks quite
I've
good.
got it. I think it upgrades the track. I think it changes the track texture, but I'm not too sure. But
Yeah,
it's really good.
Doesn't it add another couple of aeroplanes as well at Gatwick?
Yeah, it adds an EasyJet. I think it's an A320.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anyone didn't know, obviously with Train Sim World 2 was the rush hour for London commuter was that one. With the 313 you will get 12 additional services if you're running on PlayStation 5 or PC. Obviously, and also Xbox, the upgraded Xbox. But the not graded Xbox and PlayStation 4, you won't get them extra services in.
I think the 313 is quite good, to be honest.
I mean, to be honest, with the 313, not gonna lie, but I think with the 313, from what I've looked in previous streams, obviously when you start braking, it gives you quite a jolt.
I noticed it wheel slips quite a lot as well, but I don't know if they do in real life or.
No,
Yeah,
that-
the 314 does that on the Cathcart service sometimes.
Oh, right, I've never really driven it. I've got the 314, but I never really drive it.
But also, the funny thing is, with the 313 as it is currently at the moment, obviously Dovetail Games, I've actually spoken with like a couple of people from Dovetail Games before, and they say anything that you see is wrong, put on the Dovetail Games forums and they will sort it out, as they have done before. But obviously,
Well,
some people seem to disagree with them wanting to sort it out. But obviously, they want to do what they can to make things better.
It strikes me with Dovetail. There's a little bit of a conflict of interest because I believe the guys that are the devs, I believe they would like to make everything spot on and perfect, but then you've got the guys kind of running the place, the finance guys and stuff, saying no, you can't do that. We need to get this product out, and that's why a lot of stuff goes out half cooked. And I think
We've had this issue. We've had this issue with Dovetail for years, and there's a lot of Train Sim Classic DLCs that are broken or buggy, but they just never listened to us.
yeah.
I mean, I was at a red light at Brighton, and I've literally gone onto the outside camera view, and there was two bright like Gatwick express trains in the sidings, and both of them were blurry like anything.
Really,
So I was,
that's not good.
yeah.
Okay, so Nationwide's actually put in the chat saying there was a TSW2 Cathcart Circle simulator in Glasgow Central today, and you had to stop closest to the blue checkpoint and got number 1. I believe that's in Train Sim Classic.
That's
Cathcart Circle doesn't exist in TS Classic, or at least I don't think it does anyway.
Sorry, I'm just trying to work out how to get this thing to work. 'Cause I haven't played it for so long. I think that's
What train are you driving?
the 112. It's alright. I've got it. I think I've got it sussed now.
It's basically similar to the Class 101 on Tees Valley line, and also
Yeah,
the
I-
engines.
Northern Transpennine.
Yeah, I couldn't work out what control it was to get the key in, but I've got it now.
Oh,
Obviously, the key is normally the key in TSW would be where you're actually doing at the moment, which is the reverser in that and the handbrake.
with the 101, you have
But
to
obviously, you're on TS Classic, so it's a different one.
Oh, no, this is Diesel Railcar.
This is a TS Classic. It's a completely different game. It's quite a good game, though, I've got to admit. I mean, I've played it since it was in early access. Well, it still is in early access, but I've played it for I don't know how many years it's been out now, but for a few years, and I think it's got good potential. And I think the dev working behind it is doing a good job. Because there's things like Digital Traction, who make stuff for Train Simulator. They're putting I think it's the Class 40 in, which was one of their old Train Sim models. But the fact that they're getting Train Sim devs to put their work into this game shows it's got good potential.
Oh, Nationwide Coin Hunt says you can run one pack at a time, EG66, but not 2 packs at once. EG Southeastern High Speed and Brighton Main Line. So that might be why you're having that PS4 issue. You decide you can only run one pack at a time. But I think, yeah, Richard will look into that for you tomorrow. That would be brilliant.
Yeah, Nationwide, are you on Discord?
Speaking
If
to
you
him now
are,
on
if you,
Discord. Oh, sorry, no. Yeah, I'm with you.
Obviously, we got.
Am I going to get a
Lawrence,
signal anytime
me,
soon to go? Is that
Josh.
going to work? How do you get the timetable on this? I can't remember. Oh, there we go. We've
F1.
got it now. Is there a dispatch buzzer?
Control, I think. I think he buzzes to you, but have you?
Yeah, we'll go anyway. What's the worst that can happen?
It's bad.
Yeah.
Right, I think that's in forward. Okay, so first gear.
What happened is classes on 1 under.
Yeah, Nationwide, I don't know if you're still here in the chat, but are you in the Discord server? Sorry about my phone.
No, I've just made myself another coffee.
I might order
Trying to
myself
keep more of it.
fancy a McDonald's for once, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, do you know what? That doesn't sound like a bad idea, actually.
It's totally because I can't be bothered to cook at this time of night.
Yeah.
Well, I should have had
Right,
dinner
right.
earlier, but it
Well,
was...
I've got a nice chicken curry with rice, microwave meal,
Not bad.
in the fridge at the minute. You've got chocolates and 2 packet of crisps, so I can have.
I cooked a lasagna yesterday, and I had the rest of that earlier on from the microwave, which was lovely.
Do you get like Richard, like Dad, do you get the family size pack one from Iceland? I think about 4 or 5 quid. Serves about like 4 or 5 people.
What, lasagna?
Yeah,
Oh no, this was a homemade one.
homemade.
Homemade is best.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
because obviously me and Richard was in voice chat yesterday, and he was on about he was cooking a homemade lasagna. I was like, ooh, I want some now.
It was alright. It was alright. It was quite nice.
Literally, I was in so much pain yesterday. I didn't even have anything to eat.
Oh wow.
Sorry to hear that.
And that's why I'm phoned in sick for work.
Well, I mean, I've
Um,
got COVID, so I literally can't be bothered to do absolutely anything. I'm just sat here in bed. I'm just like, ugh.
My girlfriend's mum, she's got COVID,
Oh, it,
but she done a test and it come back negative. So we can't see each other for about 10 days.
that's gonna suck. That is.
Oh, that's harsh.
Richard,
Yeah.
if you press I, that will give you the instrument lights, by the way.
Is it I on this? I thought
Yep.
I was to stop one of the engines. I'm not sure.
No, I is the instrument lights.
What, on diesel rail car?
I believe so. If you're on TS Classic, then I is
Not
the
TS
instrument
Classic.
lights.
How many cars have I got? I ain't got a clue. It's got an external view. 3.
I think no, my stream's behind, but that's
Yeah, they're all behind.
because you've just pulled into the station platform for me.
I'm stopped.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, that's how far behind it is.
I presume I is the instrument lights, because obviously instrument lights with the eye.
No,
So,
I doesn't
yeah.
seem to want to do anything for me.
Is there not a switch on the control panel to do it? Would have thought there'd been.
There will
Maybe
be. Yeah.
AWS button is.
You know where
don't seem to
the
work.
speed gauge is? You know where the speed gauge is? There's a button on there that should give you the instrument lights, like in TSW.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, that's
non-functioning.
what maybe you can't turn them on then.
What were they?
Richard.
First gear.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Richard, you know when you're route learning, do you learn all the speed limits, or how does that work?
Yeah. That's part of your
You
road
have to
learning.
know
All the
individual.
speed limits.
Gabriel, have you been to that new...
Right, okay.
Gabriel, have you been...
Sorry, you're breaking up there.
Yeah, Gabriel, have you been to that new... Can you hear me?
Yep,
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Yeah.
Have you been to that? Have you been to that new? I think it's GB Rail Freight site. I think they built it about maybe 5 years ago.
What is it?
I see it.
Do you mean the...
I'm not sure whereabouts it is, but I saw a guy who done a train sim. Like he went there to.
oh, you mean Ashfield?
simulate. I believe
Yeah.
it's Ashfield.
Yeah, no, that's only just opened, that office. The simulators were being put in when I done my training with them, so I've not had a play on them. But as I'm an employee, they should kind of let me go up and, like, I'd love to have a proper play on the simulator, but do it like I'm doing
Yeah.
it now and actually film the whole route and stuff. Because like when other people do, you
'Cause
just
one
get
of
like
them-
snippets, don't you?
One of them, he literally crashed into a van. Then he pulled into King's Cross. Then instead of like waiting there for further instructions, he thought he can like moonwalk the train out on the platform.
That was on Asheville Weekly, wasn't it? Or Asheville construction channel.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I've watched that one.
Yeah, I think it was Asheville was the YouTuber that done it. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
No, I've
Yeah,
not-
I just didn't know if you've been to that site or not.
No, I went up there before the new building was put up, but I've not been on simulators up there. But yeah, that's only been open officially a few months.
I thought it's been open like 3-4 years.
No. The simulators have been in for that long, but the new building hasn't been there. They were because the simulators are not actually in the main building. They're on a little sort of in a little outbuilding.
Yeah, because I think one of the simulators, I think it was actually a real train.
Yeah, it was the shed that crashed in Scotland, I believe, wasn't it?
That's
The
it.
Eco
Yeah.
Adapt, was it something? I can't remember the name of it.
When it like Eco something.
Yeah, Eco Express. I think it was. I'm not sure of the number of it, but I know it was a 66.
Yeah,
But I think it was. I think they scrapped it on site because of basically the location of the derailment.
yeah.
Nationwide Coin Hunt says, "Have you ever sped over the limit? Your boss isn't a Patreon member, right?"
Only on train sim.
Yeah, I think you do creep over the speed limit sometimes. It does happen, but you don't make a habit of it.
Yeah, there was, when I put that message in saying where were you moving to?
Yeah,
Obviously, where you moving in a couple of weeks. I'd never been to Hastings. Never been to Hastings at all because obviously I'm from the Great Eastern Main Line. Obviously, where finance has been so tight, I haven't been able to go further out.
Well, do you know Jaywick?
I've heard of it. Yes.
It's not quite that bad. Oh, you've heard of Jaywick then? Yeah. No, Hastings is all right. Its reputation is it's not got the best reputation, but it's all right. We're moving to the posh side of Hastings, so.
It depends on what
Oh,
part
you
you
gotta
get
be
from.
posh to be privileged, eh?
Oh well,
Me and Rick for the train spotter, we don't live like too far away from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're both from
So we're like
Essex.
both in Essex. Yeah. And I used to work for Great Wrangler cleaning trains. That's when I done my PTS over at Norwich.
Yeah.
And then I got,
Yeah, man.
and then I went over to C2C.
Yeah, my dad works for South Eastern cleaning trains. He does not at the depot, but he does like at the station. So when they come in, terminate, he cleans them before they go back out again. He's been doing that for a few
Oh
years
yeah,
now.
yeah. I used to do that for Great Wrangler.
Yeah, he loves it. He's like, it doesn't hardly work. Like 5 minutes work as a train come in and sit down for ages. he's coming up to retirement though. So he's like, are you going to retire, Dad? He's like, no, I'm like getting paid for not doing anything. Why do I want to retire?
You just
Well,
get
when I
a
was-
subscriber.
Well, when I done my when I was up at Great Wrangler, I was down at Southern Victoria, and on the Friday we got told we're going to be transferred down to Ilford Depot because they're putting up the new canopy. So I was like, right, okay. So we went up. So I went down there to Ilford, and they literally turned around and went, well, we didn't know that you was coming down, so we have to send you home.
But you still get paid.
wow.
So it's all right.
Oh yeah, I got paid for it, but then they come up to me and I was like, right, tomorrow and Wednesday you could be down in Norwich doing your PTS training, and if I was 2 miles out further, then they would have stuck me in a hotel room.
2 miles.
Within 2 miles, yeah. If I lived in like Hockley area or like Southend area, then they would have stuck me in a hotel room.
That's a bit unfair.
Yeah.
I'm driving way
I don't
too
know.
slow.
I've just noticed that. I've found out what 66 it is that's been converted into the cab simulators. It's 66734. It derailed at Loch Treeg, I'd like to say, whilst working 6 Sierra 45 North Blythe to Fort William Alcantanks. Due to its position and environmental risks associated with the recovery, after agreement from owners bought a book, it was cut up on site and the mechanics recycled as spare parts.
Yeah, and now one of the new 66s coming in is being numbered 734.
Oh, what, as to replace it, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the majority of the Class 66s on the Great Eastern Main Line is by the 66-5s.
What,
So
Freightliner?
Yeah.
Where I used to work in the port, we used to have a Class 66 come in every day, and with 10 coaches full of minis, and they could be it's 150 minis on the train, and it was DB Shagner.
I was about
Anchor, yeah.
I was about to say that's a DB working, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, they used to come in, but now it got transferred over to Southampton Port.
Yeah, I
busy.
work into Southampton.
So I think it come from Darlington down to Purfleet, where I used to work. Used to be there for like 4 hours, and the driver used to take it back up.
Yeah, that
Have you? Go on, Richard. Sorry.
Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable working. The first ever train I drove for, not the first ever, my passing out train, once I finished all my training with GB, you have to go out of an assessor and be assessed. And we drove a train from Dagenham and I took it up to Northampton, and that was a car train. That's the only car train I've ever driven. I think that was...
was that Dagenham Ford?
Yeah, we haven't got the contract anymore though. I think Freightliner or not Freightliner, DRS do it now.
I know. I think that's a DB working. I think it.
Yeah, that's a DB working.
I
Yeah.
think
Because
I
it's
have
that's-
seen it has been DB, because obviously I've actually I've watched a video. I'm not going to say who it is, but obviously I've seen it.
Nationwide phone just ran out of charge, so couldn't say. That's a very artsy fartsy, the posh end.
Yeah.
How's the posh end of
Richard.
Hastings? West St.
Richard, have you ever signed on any of the Hams Hall workings?
I rescued one.
What was on? Do you know what was on it? Well, obviously it was a 66, but
Yeah, I can't remember what one it was, but I rescued it. It failed leaving Southampton.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah, not that long ago actually. Must have been only a couple of months ago, and that was the only train I've had. That's the only train I've been sent out to rescue after a failure, which was an interesting experience. Because when you rescue a failed train, you lay detonators, and it's one of the only times you don't pick them up. You actually have to run over them. So we have 3 detonators out in kind of it's pretty much the middle of Southampton, and running over 3 detonators, and my God, do they go bang! that was fun.
We had there was a failed train between Grays and Purfleet because of a carry bag on the overhead line cable.
Yeah, because if it gets caught up in the pantograph, it can cause quite a lot of damage.
Yeah,
It's amazing how the silliest things can stop the train.
I think
yeah.
it was stuck there for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, while Network Rail was trying to sort it out and sea to sea.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
The thing is, they've got to get the current isolated. They've got to make sure it's safe to go up there. You know, it's not as easy as just grabbing a litter picker and getting it down. There's a lot more to it than that. So
exactly. Yeah,
things that seem really simple can actually end up taking ages. I love the way that I don't know if you guys are watching the stream, but I love the way the train bounces around. It's really cool.
yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I'm watching it. The cab sway is really nice.
It is.
I mean, there's
It is in OpenBV. It is as well, and it's one of the things I was saying. Train Sim haven't got that cab sway right.
you can edit it in Train Sim World. Someone's done it. I've watched a video on it, and they've edited their graphics and everything, and it makes the game look so much better. I'll have to find the video and I'll have to link it to you.
Well, I
It's
tried turning the draw distance right up by going into the config files, which made a little bit of difference. I think I'm supposed to be slowing down.
I mean, I was watching some YouTube video, and someone drove the new London Overground on the Bakerloo line from What's that?
1938 stop.
What's that? Yeah.
1938.
What's that station before you go into the tunnels?
Queen's Park.
Yeah, so he drove it from like Queen's Park all the way down to Harrow, I believe.
Yeah, Harrow's
If it's
outside.
down-
Harrow's
if
outside the
it's
tunnel.
Down, that's going to be Elephant and Castle.
Yeah, if it's Harrow and Wheelstone's at the end of the line, which is overground, then Queen's Park's overground, then you jump down into the tunnels down to Elephant and Castle.
Yeah, no, this was going towards Harrow Wheelstone, I believe.
Oh, so
Those
you went
going
Kensal
up.
Green, Kensal Green. I go along that line often enough. I should know. It's Stonebridge Park up that way. Wheelstone
Yeah.
Junction. What am I doing with the controls here? I'm completely lost.
Oh,
Right, let's put some power in. That'll work, won't it? Hey. No, it won't.
I'm
We're
like
not
that.
in- We're not in the
I'm
right
trying-
gear. I'm in neutral. Right, try again. No, I'm still in the
I'm
right
like
gear.
that.
Free.
Been in neutral, is it?
I'm like that because on the PS4 pad, when you do like the London commuter, it's like R2 for power, R1 like for your braking. But when you do the Cathcart service, it's literally obviously R2 for power, but it's L2 and then L1. And it's like sometimes it's confusing, especially when you haven't played it for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, I've played every single route on Train Sim World 2 that they currently have to offer at the moment, apart from the route that is still waiting to come out, which is the West Cornwall logo.
That did
Yeah,
come
that-
out, and then it.
That came out, but it was only available on, well, so-called available on Xbox
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm,
'cause
until
it
they
got-
took it off.
I'm
immediately
hoping on
after.
Monday, when Dovetail get all my paperwork back, that I'll get some keys for those routes, which would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you will.
When I used to play it on Xbox, I'd always, because my controls were reversed, and then I unreversed them.
Ah,
So I always used to muck up that in that way.
Have they still got the? Have they still got the GWR one on there?
yeah.
Great Western Railway, yeah.
I
Yeah.
think they do. That makes sense.
Great Western Express, they still have it on Train Sim World 2.
Because I was trying to find it to see how much it was, and I couldn't see it anywhere.
You'll have to. Are you on PlayStation or PC? You're on PlayStation, aren't you?
Yeah, PS4. Yeah,
So if you go to your PlayStation store,
yeah.
not on the actual Train Sim World one, but if you go to the PlayStation store, then put in Great Western Express,
Okay, yeah.
and then obviously it will come up with the DLC for you.
Okay, yeah.
Richard, I've linked the 2 videos in Patreon supporters that I was talking about, but they do experimented with the game at the engine INEI or whatever the heck from on Big File, and it looks a lot better.
Okay, I'll have a look at those.
But yeah, if anyone is on PlayStation and wants some support, feel free to add me on Discord, which is RTTAM.
I mean, what specs are you running with, Richard? Like what graphics card and everything?
You don't want to know.
Oh God!
I bet you've got some like overpowered PC.
I've got a 3090.
What? Why? Makes me want to cry.
I've got an i9 11900K, I want to say, overclocked to 5 gig. And I've got 32 gig of RAM.
I'm running with a i5 6600K at, I think it's at 3.9, 1650 Super with 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM. That makes me want to cry.
On my PC, I'm running a 3600
Yeah.
with a 1080 Ti and 16 gigabytes for. I can't remember what the round is always.
Whoever's talking, you're breaking up. I can't. I don't know if it's everyone else or just me, but I can't hear you very well.
Yeah, Josh, you are a bit quiet, a tad bit quiet.
Hold on a minute. Is that better?
No.
No. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with mine. Exactly.
Yeah, no, I went for the. It was custom built machine from Scan Computers, and I've been running a laptop for years which had an 860M in it or something like that, which is really atrocious. And that,
Yeah,
that had an i3 in it and 8 gigs of RAM, and I was doing video editing on that, and it was getting ridiculous. I thought, no, sod it, I'm going to treat myself to a new computer, and it was like looking at what it was about, and it's like, well, I want something that's going to last me a good few years. And with doing video editing, so a lot of the cameras now film in 4K, and if you're doing 4K editing, you need something that can keep up. So although I don't,
you need a strong, powerful PC for that.
That's it. And although I don't export my videos in 4K, I export them in 1080 normally because YouTube just kills the quality anyway. But by filming in 4K, when you're editing, it gives you so much more flexibility because you've got more pixels than you need. You can like zoom in on things and stuff like that without affecting the quality.
Yeah.
So, but apparently with the 3090s, you can edit 8K footage and it will do it comfortably. And I was like, that's just ridiculous.
Also, Richard, a big thanks from me for the stream earlier on this evening. Awesome.
Oh,
It's
the
been
Open
awesome.
BVE.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, but thanks for modding it as well. Appreciate that.
No worries. And also a big thanks to all the Patreon supporters for actually supporting Richard on his channel.
Well, I mean, I've watched your content for a few years, and I've just saw a bit of it kicking around, and I was like, do you know what? Because I've started to watch you more recently, seeming as I've been locked in, and I thought I might as well just support you because your work's good, and to be perfectly honest, you deserve what you get, like with the amount of subscribers and everything.
Exactly.
And you put good content out there, and you make people happy.
Yeah, it's really good to hear. I mean, for me, it's like you get positive comments and stuff on YouTube, and like people say nice things, and that that's so rewarding in itself. And I get people message me saying, "Oh, I've just got a job on the railway. Your videos have been really helpful and stuff like that." And it's just like, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a train driver, and like just trying to find information about the railways was a nightmare. I mean, it's before social media and the internet, obviously, but unless you knew someone, like trying to find things out was nigh on impossible. So it's just nice to be able to give something back sometimes as well.
Things, Richard. I mean, I've only been supporting of you trying to for about a few weeks now, but I come across like obviously the first stream I was watching. Must have been only about 2-3 weeks ago. Then you was like put it on about the Patreon. So that's why I done the £6 one. But then that's why I messaged you to say, well, when I get paid, I will be doing the £12 one. Because there's not many YouTubers out there who's got a good insight, a better insight than you.
I'll be completely honest with you. Whether you do the 6-1 or the 12-1, it makes no difference to what I get, because on the 12-1 you get the merchandise, and the extra £6 basically pays for the merchandise. So what I get doesn't change, but you obviously get the merchandise. Because the extra money I get, they take for the merchandise. If that makes sense.
Have you ever thought about creating your own merch, Richard?
Yeah, when I get
have a website.
There are companies that do it, but when you reach 10,000 subs on YouTube, then you get like the merch options open up, which makes it a lot simpler to do. So although I could do it now, it's easy to do it once you reach the 10,000 mark, which don't think I'm too far away from now, which is crazy.
There is a alternative one you can use, which is Teesprings.
That's what I was about to say. Teesprings, I've seen a lot of people use that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have that on my old channel. That did pretty well.
Yeah. That's
Richard, I've got a friend of mine who does his own printing. So anything you want, t-shirts, hats, gloves, whatever, cups, he actually does it. And the stuff, what he's printing, is really, really good. I might be able to get in contact with him. Well, I'll be able to get in contact with him and say, right, I need some I want to sell. Got this YouTuber. He wants to sell some DavRel stuff. Can you this is the design? Can you put it on a hoodie or a t-shirt? And he'll say, yeah, okay, it's going to cost you this much. but he'll even give me he'll even give you a discount
Oh, that sounds good.
because obviously you've come through me.
Yeah. That's
But
that's worth bearing in mind for sure. The thing I like though about doing it through because it's not actually YouTube that deal with it. It is third party companies, and you can choose the company, but you can just list it on your YouTube channel, which makes it more accessible. But you don't have to kind of.
Yeah.
All you do is design it, and they handle everything. So they take the payment, they ship it, they print it, they do everything, and then they just give you a cut of the revenue. So if I kind of went for a printer myself, I'd have to sort of pay up front and get all the stock and then sell it. But with doing it through one of these companies, they'll do like one-off items for you, if that makes sense. So they kind of like just print it to order.
But the thing is with Teesprings, right? Whenever you actually design something, right, you can actually choose the actual price that you want to sell it for.
Okay, what's that?
Then,
Teesprings?
obviously, yeah, that's Teesprings.
Oh,
Obviously,
you can have a look at that right now.
you can choose the price, and you get the profit from that. That is yours. Whatever profit you earn is yours, and then you can decide what you want to do with it. If you want to put it into
Oh, I've got it up
straight
now,
back into the
Teesprings.
channel.
I want one of the other things on my list is to get a website up and running at some point, which has been on my list for years. Just with kind of information.
what's
on
that?
it. Sorry.
Okay, Richard. What I'll do, I'll have a chat with my mate Scott
Yeah.
because he does all websites.
Okay.
He does logos, websites. Well, put it this way, he got made redundant because of COVID, but then he applied for his job back.
Yeah.
And he actually started his new job literally at his old company, doing exactly what he was doing, web design, right, a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, brilliant.
And he,
I also
So-
have a friend of mine that also makes designs on Teesprings, which I can get in contact with.
So much
Obviously,
much
one of
help.
the-
It's just so appreciated. You got no idea how much it means.
One of the people that I know, her other half is in your Discord server,
Oh, okay.
so I can actually get in contact with her and see if she can do some merch designs for you.
Oh, that'd be brilliant. Nationwide Coin Hunt. What's the skeleton's most popular dating app? The Bone Zone. that's
killed.
that's the kind of thing we want tomorrow night in the Halloween stream. It's quite late for a Sunday night, but hopefully we'll get a few people in.
So yeah, what I'll do, I'll talk with the main person first, which is in your server, and I'll see what I can do from there.
Yeah, brilliant. That sounds awesome.
I've got a joke.
Obviously, you can also have the Teesprings link in your description as well.
Yeah.
And they can automatically go to
Is
that. and actually
Teesprings one of the
purchase
one that YouTube supports?
merch.
I think they used to. I don't know if they do now.
I don't think so. No.
No. I need really to use one of the ones that YouTube supports because it's just easier for people to find it if you can plug it through the channel.
I mean, as long as you can actually put the link into where they can find the store, then it's not a problem.
Yeah, but it's
Which-
easier
which
because
I've
like, on
done
some
that.
like the merch store appears beneath the video, doesn't it, as part of the thing, and that's kind of I think that's easy to plug it that way. So I'll look at what the options are for that, but Teespring sounds really good. I'm just looking at it on the phone. I've saved it, so I'll have a look through there later and see what their pricing and stuff's like. But that sounds really good.
Yeah, I don't think
I
I've
mean,
never heard of Teesprings.
I mean, you have the minimum price for specific products. I mean, it's your choice if you want to increase it up a little bit to get a little bit of profit or not. It's entirely up to you.
Yeah, I'm not too bothered about making loads of money from it. It'd be nice just to get things out there, you know. Imagine having a Davral community meetup and everyone's got Davral t-shirts on. That'd be awesome.
I mean, you're at 8.97k subs, so you'll probably get quite a few bit of merchandise from that. So, yeah.
Normally,
There's one
what
thing to
happens
go and look
after I
at.
put a stream out as well, I don't get loads of people watching it. We're not about 100, 150 on most of them. But then, like a couple of days afterwards, it goes mad. with views.
Yeah, it does. It does. That's what YouTube does anyway.
I'm
Right?
saying that I'm looking at the Cross City one I've done this evening. That's had 1,000 views so far, which is quite nice.
1,000, blimey.
Yeah, the 3131 2 days ago, that's had 2,400.
I actually had a video that or a stream I done. Sorry if I'm kind of saying this, but obviously this is my old channel, which is no longer there. But had
Should be
over
breaking.
1.8k views, and that was on the Sandpatch grade on Train Sim World 2. I was doing one of the scenarios.
Also, what I do, Richard, I've got a couple of my friends who I follow on TikTok,
Yeah.
and a couple of them they film trains and all that. So I'll tell them to obviously follow you, and I'll see if they want to be put onto the Patreon as well.
Oh, that'd be wicked.
I'll
And
do
then
the
if
same-
you-
I'll do the same here.
If you do your own merch, then I'll say right, you can just buy it. You know,
Yeah.
let's get this guy really up and running. So if we do go York or wherever for a meet up or modern railway, we can all wear the same T-shirt, same whatever.
That'd be absolutely awesome. That would be brilliant.
Jack Newell saying, "Good evening, Richard. Sorry I haven't been on so much due to being busy with other things."
Yeah, no worries, Jack. Really good to see you in the chat there. We are. I think you're on Discord, Jack. If you want to pop into the Patreon voice chat in Discord, then you can join in with us. If you don't want to join in the voice chat, you're more than welcome to stay in the normal chat. But we were having a chat about you earlier, actually, Jack. So I was saying about the Railway Museum and possibly going up there for a community meetup. So I've said in the spring that's something we want to look at doing. I said I'm sure Jack would be happy
What
to
about
show
a
us around.
What about a Davrail beer?
Dad Rail beer, drinking one or making one? Yeah, you can't use the word. You don't drink a beer. It's multiple though, isn't it? It should be in plural. You know, beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm not sure which routes are doing Transim World.
I mean, what do you fancy doing, Train Sim World?
Well, I'm pretty bored of London commuter now, to be perfectly honest. Played it too many times.
What route haven't you done much of?
Dad Rail
German
pint glass
one,
nationwide coin hunt.
The German ones, but I don't want to learn how to use the signaling system yet because it's very complicated and can I be bothered? No.
What?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
the
so
same.
what is the least UK route that you have done?
Probably the Isle of Wight.
Then do the Isle of Wight then.
It's fair enough. I'll do the Isle of Wight.
Yeah, Jack.
The
We'll
only one I struggle on
we'll certainly arrange that, Jack.
the only one I struggle on Train Sim is the Dresden one.
Revisited Dresden. Yep.
Yeah, that's the one I can't do.
Why is that?
Don't know. It's just for some reason it glitches. I don't know if it's. I mean, I've got the I've had to. There was an update available, like a version update. I think it's like 1.6 or 1.16.
Yeah, I know the one. Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's the most
it's
recent one.
But I tried playing it earlier on, and I just couldn't get on with it.
Right,
So
what
I tried
do-
playing the Boston Sprinter. I couldn't get on with that. So I tried playing a bit of Cathcart, but it literally sent me back to a scenario called Around and Around, which I've already done.
Around and around.
Well, I'm driving the...
I know the scenario, but I don't think it's on Revisited Dresden.
No, Around and Around is on the Cathcart.
Yeah.
Where you have to do like 7 services out of
Yeah.
there.
Sure, I could drive to 313 on East Coast, right? I'll do that after this. I'll do a run on the Isle of Wight, and then I'll do the 313 on East
I
Coast.
wish if you sped or severely overshoot, you could continue. That was what Nationwide said to you, Richard.
So sorry. I wish.
So Nationwide just said in the chat saying, I wish if you sped or severely overshoot, you could continue.
Yeah, on Train Sim, it can be pretty damn annoying, especially when the signal's red because of a glitch or something like that. That's really irritating.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one I'd done, and I was coming back to London Victoria, and there was trains going past me. I was stuck at a red for a good 20 minutes, half an hour. So I pressed the circle button to see if I can go through, but there was already a train at the station, so I checked the map.
So... Go on.
And I think that was when it first came out, like the London Commuter.
I mean, it all depends if you're doing a Gatwick Express 387 or 377. Obviously, if you're doing if you were doing a Gatwick Express, you will be having to wait outside London Victoria.
Yeah, no, I was doing the Gatwick Express 387, but there was a train at a platform, I think was Clapham Common, I think it is. But then I checked on the map.
Junction.
Clapham Junction, and then I looked on the map to see. I mean, the train was stuck there for about 20 minutes, half an hour, and I was like, right, turn it off. Let's restart it, and then I got to that point again, but it worked that time.
Yeah, nationwide coin hunt. I'm just going to give you nationwide because I'm going to end up saying a 4-letter word that starts with a C and ends with a T in a minute. Nationwide said I had that problem too. There was a train stuck over the points at Victoria.
Yeah, Nationwide, are you on, what platform are you on, playing on? PlayStation, Xbox or PC?
Platform 9 3/4.
Same.
I want to do that one day. The next time I go to King's Cross, I go, yeah, can you point me to the platform 9 3/4, please?
All of the times I've been to London, I've never had enough chance to walk. Been changed.
King's Cross, isn't the platform 9 3/4 thing that they've got there in the wrong place?
Probably.
I think it is, yeah.
I think they've got it between. If they got it between, it's either 8 or 9 or 10 and 11, I believe, isn't it?
PS3. You can't get Train Sim World 2 on PlayStation 3 nationwide.
If only you could. I'm joking, by the way.
PS4, love, Mr.
Right, nationwide. If you are in the Discord server, if you're looking at moderators, well, at the top of your screen or whatever, if you're on mobile, you'll have to scroll along. But if you're on PC, have a look for a moderator called RTTAM, which is me, and I'll give you a helping hands.
Have they caped for 313s on the East Coast way now?
What's
No,
that?
They still in?
Still running as far as I know.
I'm just wondering
Yeah,
why
they're still running, but I don't think it's not as frequent now, because obviously we're one of them is a COVID center.
PLPR. It's a PLPR unit, isn't it?
Yeah.
With the 387s, I remember staying in one of the streams when they used to run out of Hastings, and then literally 2 days later, I was going on a train to Brighton, and I was actually on one. I was like, oh, well, now I feel stupid.
Do you reckon I can use the 383 on the South Eastern line, to Fagersham? Because obviously it's got the overhead line cable, like the
I mean,
pantograph.
you can do that in Scenario Planner.
Oh, okay.
Why am I
I
getting...
mean, if you want to use a Pacific loco on a different route, you have to use the Scenario Planner and have it set to off the rails mode.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, I've been on PlayStation for God knows how many years. And obviously, since I had Train Sim World 2 and Train Sim World, the original, I know quite a lot about it.
That's the thing, but Train Sim World 2 is like the first train simulator game on PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's either that or I've had some train simulator games on my phone.
Yeah,
Like you just go round and round in circles.
Yeah, nationwide. If you send me a phone request on Discord, then obviously let us know if anything happens.
Yeah, I had it on Xbox.
Can I get the right way?
And then decided to move over to PC just because it suited me better.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to be going in the rear cam. God. The rear cam? Oh, God.
Oh, the DRA's on. No wonder it's not moving. I keep doing that.
Right, I just got a friend request. I believe it's from Nationwide. Just confirm that it's Joshy11.
Does
I'm a bit temperamental, wasn't it?
Richard, does Joshy11 have the correct role in Discord?
I will find out in a second.
I think Joshy11's down as a driver.
I'll have a look and see.
So I'm just making sure the bots have done. So some people the bots do, and sometimes they don't.
Joshy11 is set as a driver.
Perfect.
Yes. Right, that is you. Awesome. Joshy, I've accepted.
I like the sounds on TSW as well. Like when you go over junctions.
Yeah.
That's
really
nice.
When you go over junctions, obviously the only two locomotives that I do like going over it is the Class 314 and the 313. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. It sounds it is Armstrong Powerhouse sounds as well.
Oh yeah.
Sounds authentic. I mean, I'm currently route learning East Coast Way.
Oh, East Coast Way is really easy to actually learn off by heart.
Yeah, when I'm trying to learn it, why is this stop car marker on? I don't want that on. I want to have it. I'm trying to have it so the speed limits don't come up. So I have to.
If you're on, do you have a keyboard into your PlayStation?
I'm not on PlayStation. I'm on PC.
Oh, PC.
I've set it up. It wasn't turned off in settings.
Yeah, you can change it in the settings.
It's just because you know where it tells you where to stop.
Yes.
I don't want that on. I want to find the stop car marker myself.
You want the...
That circular is one. I've just overshot it. No, I haven't. No, I'm fine.
There is 2 stop marker settings in there, I believe.
But not the... I've got it, don't worry.
Yeah, you got it. Awesome.
Well, a few years ago, I done a round robin. So I done the open top plus the top nest, a boat to Dartmouth, shopping, a bit of lunch, and a steam train back down to Paynton.
Oh,
and the steam train was absolutely beautiful.
We were in Devon. We were in Devon over the summer, and I really wanted to do it, but we just didn't get time to do it because we were catching up with family and other bits and bobs. And that is really on my to-do list. The is that the Dartmoor or the Dartmouth? I can always get those mixed up.
Line.
Yeah, it looks like such a lovely line as well.
It is a beautiful line and like beautiful scenery, old school stations you stop at. Everyone was so friendly. Like the train we was on was really, really busy. Easily you couldn't find a seat.
They're doing good business.
Every carriage was reserved. Yeah, they do. It was like I think it was like £7 for a double JD and Coke.
Wow.
I think it was £5 for a single shot of JD and Coke, and then you can double it for an extra £2. Because I brought my girlfriend at the time her drink, and I think the drink all in all cost me about £15.
Oh,
is it just me, or is it my internet dying?
No, that was going for me as well.
That was going for me as well. So obviously, Lawrence, something is going on your end.
My internet isn't the best in the world, anyway.
Nationwide saying what DSLRs does everyone
signal
have? I have.
Where I was,
EOS 250D, and I love it.
I have a
Looking
Nikon
at that camera the
D50.
other
I've
day,
only shot.
actually, but I got recommended the Nikon one.
I've got a Nikon.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I got recommended a Nikon one.
What's the correct procedure for overshooting a station?
Nebworth.
Run.
That's a Nebworth.
Right.
Because the rear coach is in the platform.
How much have you overshot it by? That's the key question.
Right, so the rear coach is in the platform on a 3-car 313.
I
Okay.
think that's a run.
Yeah, no, I think normally you have to speak to the signaller,
You're good.
and
Yeah.
then I think one of the station supervisors have to come down to assist you.
I mean, I'm just gonna open my doors and just
Yeah.
everything should be flawless.
What
Right,
you
there's
what
a
you would
interesting
do? You'd,
question from
you'd speak to the signaller, and then if you've got like one carriage in the platform, you'd go back and you'd just manually you'd just use the emergency door release handles to get the passengers out, and you'd lock it
Oh, I
up
know what
again
you
and off
mean.
you go. But there'd be someone waiting for you at the other end with a med screen kit and the rest of it.
Right, there is a message from Jack saying there is a good round robin in the north from York. It does York to Newcastle, Newcastle to Carlisle, Carlisle to Leeds, then York, and can't remember how much.
I'll have to look into that.
There you go,
I'm-
Jack, it'll be looked into.
I'm really bad with Heritage Railways because I've got the Kent and East Sussex, which is about half an hour's drive from me, and I've never ever been, and that's quite shameful really for someone who likes
Yeah,
trains. I should go along and show my support a little bit.
Nationwide
I've
says, get out the
volunteered to
train
do
and
that. It's
run
quite a nice
escape
one,
for
that
the
way.
country.
I'm quite lucky because I've got the Romney Hive and Dymchurch Railway, which is about 40 minutes drive away, and I've got the Bluebell Railway, which is no more than about an hour and a half drive, and I've got the Spa Valley, which is about 45 minutes drive away. So I'm spoilt for choice, really.
Yeah. The only
I mean,
heritage
I-
railway near me is, I think it's either Cromer or Sheringham. There's a little heritage railway that goes on there.
I've got a few actually. I've got the Severn Valley. I've got the Great Central, which I volunteer on. I'm a cleaner. The Battlefield line, I think that's Shackleton or something like that. I don't know any others.
See, I'm the same as you.
The place I want to go to is Ryseat Lido,
I
What,
don't
Rob-
actually heard any of that, but
where Matt the train guy, who sometimes does all the all the announcement. What about now?
Oh, Jeff
Did you say
Marshall's
Rob-
mate.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
Yeah, Jeff Marshall's mate. Yeah, yeah, because I follow him on TikTok, and
why?
he's always like live.
I'm not gonna say, but why so many people go on TikTok? I just cannot understand it.
I'm not on TikTok, but I did make a couple of shorts on the YouTube channel, but yeah,
I just don't see the points.
you can waste a lot of time on TikTok. You can waste away
Yeah,
a few
I
hours.
just browse it for some reason. I just end up browsing. I used to do it with YouTube, but now TikTok, I just sit there watching people's videos, and I can't explain why. It just happens.
Because you just get stuck scrolling, don't you?
Yeah, you just get engrossed in it.
I think my favourite YouTuber is definitely Jago Hazard, Tom Scott as well.
I like to watch Tom Scott.
Tom Scott, yeah. he's
I
a good one.
never heard of it.
I
Oh, you
watch
should
I watch a few of Jeff Marshall's videos, but I get a bit fed up with them after a while. They
Yeah, because it's the same
Yeah.
old, isn't it?
Oh, I'm glad you said that and not me. Oh, so yeah. Who else do I watch? Oh, what's his name?
What?
Does Map Men.
Oh, Jay Foreman.
Jay Foreman, that's it. Yeah, because he's done a few with Tom. He done one with Tom Scott recently where he went up in an aeroplane, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I do quite like his videos.
And there's some really good educational channels as well. Like,
On Jay Foreman's Twitter the other day, he was asking if someone has a dinghy, a two-man dinghy that they can use, and it's for the next video of Map Men, and it's to do with the Thames or something.
That'll be interesting to watch. They don't make enough of those Map Men video. They need to get on and make more. Nationwide says Tom Scott is quite good. Yeah, I really like Tom Scott's content.
Dad Rail on tour.
Dad Rail on tour. I've done a couple of videos out and about, but they never get like really good viewing figures. Which is like I do like a train sim video, and like within a couple of hours or a couple of days, it's in like the thousands of views. I do one like when I went to Wales to the Brecon Mountain Railway, and I put a lot of effort into making that and editing it, and then you don't get any views on it, and it's like, oh come on. But I prefer doing the kind of out and about.
Well, my
stuff.
favourite YouTuber.
I've just seen
My
this.
favourite
From Nation,
YouTuber
I've just seen this
is
from Nationwide saying that Dead Rail guy has a tracking channel too.
Thank you very much, Nationwide.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean,
Dad Rattle.
Yeah, I could just about hear you. Your connection's poor, but go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry about my connection being poor.
That's alright. It's not your fault.
Obviously, I know you done the 313 live stream yesterday.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know if you've been near Brighton anytime soon. But they've just got one. Like it's not a Southern livery. 313.
Yeah, I think it's. I want to say it's 201, but someone will correct me on that. It's got BR livery.
Yeah, it is 201.
Is it the blue one? BR blue one?
Yeah, the blue and white one.
Yeah, that'd be really nice to get a reskin, wouldn't it, for Train Sim World? But apparently we're not going to. They've already said no.
oh,
I mean,
I just
it's possible
yeah,
to do the.
Thanks, Jack, in the chat. Appreciate that.
I've just seen that as well.
Well, I mean, on PC you can share liveries, but it just depends if, you know, I don't know if you saw that what I was doing earlier. I was doing the Cola, the Cola's car. But I mean, it could be possible for me to do a reskin of it. It's just if I can be bothered.
Can you do a Dad Rail reskin or something? That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing, doing a Dead Rail reskin of a class, a train class for you.
Dad Rail reskin. What would you want it to say? Like, subscribe to Dad Rail. Like that.
No.
Dad Rail reskin on the rail cars of a Class 66.
Oh, I think you can reskin the 101. Yeah, the 66 you can reskin as well.
66 would be good, and I can send it to the MD of GBRF and say this is what you could have.
Andy Gregory
Dad Rail
just
Class
survived
387.
here.
I could say to him like, if we can raise like £1,000 for charity, like do a 24-hour live stream, will you put this on the side of your 66? I'll just pay the £1,000 myself. I think. I don't think Mum Rail would like it, but.
Oh God.
Hey, if you did that, Dad Rail, I'll definitely give you £100 for it.
I want to do. Actually, funnily enough, I was speaking to Danny about this earlier, and I said to her, next year for Comic Relief, I'd love to do like a 24-hour live stream with obviously everything going to not Comic Relief, Children in Need. Sorry, I said I'd absolutely love to do like a 24-hour live stream for Children in Need. I think that'd be awesome.
That does sound like quite a good idea.
I don't know how much traction it would get, but like set up a Just Giving page or something like that. I think that'd be really good. Like try and get like the British Ace and maybe Mega Sim and stuff to come on during the day, and maybe like ask Jeff Marshall and other people. That I think it's a good idea. It could work.
I can talk
Well, I'll follow,
British Ace and also Mega Sim.
Yeah, I'll
for
follow
you,
Mega Sim on Facebook, so I can definitely have a chat with them.
I follow Mega Sim and also British Ace on Discord, so I can actually do that for you.
I can follow, I can ask them.
There's no more.
I can ask Matt.
What, Matt Peddleson?
Is that the guy who works at Rice Lip Larder?
No, Matt Peddleson's the guy that works for Dovetail.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I could ask
Oh,
Matt
yeah.
Peddleson.
Yeah, because don't he does live streams in the evening though, doesn't
He does live streams, yeah. Train Sim Live, I think.
Is
Yeah,
Matt
if you-
Peddleston?
if you
Matt
go- if you
Peddleston's
go on
not.
the,
Is that
if
Colonel
you go on the-
Failure?
No,
Yes.
that's someone else.
No, that's Sam. That's Sam.
That's Sam,
Yeah.
right? Because I've been following him
Yeah.
for a little while, when he done the Transport Fever videos, because he got me
But
into
if
Transport Fever.
Yeah, if you go
I mean, I
onto
don't-
Train Simulator on YouTube, that is their main Duff Tower Games web channel.
That's when I start getting more.
Yeah, 'cause,
TS Classic and also Train Sim World.
yeah, because sometimes he drives and sometimes he's in the video, but he lets someone else drive.
Yeah.
Actually, I can actually tell you what's actually happening on next week for you for that.
I quite like. Is it Squirrel? I think his name is.
Oh,
yeah,
Squirrel's the best.
he mainly does trucking.
I quite like Squirrel because he's doing a Transport Fever 2 series at the moment, and that's been something
Yeah.
to watch. That's something I've been watching.
I'm tempted to do Transport Fever 2. I don't think it would work as a live stream though. I think it's more of a pre-record thing because you need time lapses
Yeah.
and stuff in it. It could be very boring to watch someone
Yeah.
laying miles of track for hours on end.
Right, so
In my
the
opinion.
so for the Train Sim World news on Train Simulator on the their channel, Tuesday the 2nd of November, which is the Train Sim World 2 roadmap. Wednesday the 3rd of November, which is Workshop Wednesday, and Thursday the 4th of November is to be confirmed.
Can we
Obviously,
have an
they're
announcement,
not too
please,
sure
about
what
something?
they're not.
Have you heard of a guy called?
Yeah, they're not too sure about the one for Thursday yet.
Yeah, nationwide. Matt, I think Matt. Yes, he's the cat ear guy.
Yeah,
Yes.
Matt. Is
Have you heard of
He
a guy
is
called
nationwide,
Quirdy
yes.
Afro?
Called who? Sorry.
Quirdy Afro.
I haven't seen any of his content for a while.
No, he's been
Yeah, I don't
busy.
think
He's been
I don't
busy
think
with
he'll
work.
make it.
He's been busy with work.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
used to be quite popular, and then he just kind of went off the face of the earth for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch any of Nodrog's stuff?
I mean,
Yes,
yeah, his stuff's
I do.
good.
No, I've never actually heard of him.
Okay. Yeah, he's got quite a few good videos out.
Yeah, nationwide. To answer to your question about Matt, if he's the one with the cat ear guy, he is indeed.
Uh-oh, I'm gonna get.
Do any of you guys know HST Howard?
No.
No, I've never heard of HST Howard.
You ever seen his videos?
Never.
Nope.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. He's someone I work with or worked with in my previous company. He's alright.
Oh.
But also, Richard, whenever I start doing my back to my YouTube stuff, I will be mentioning you a lot.
Yeah, no worries, but I can always give you a plug
What
as well.
about what about Alan Thompson?
He's
I
okay.
know Alan Thompson.
Or what about the Mole Man?
I know
Small
both
man,
of them.
I like. He works for Dovetail, I believe.
Does he?
I believe he does. Don't quote me on that, but I believe he
You believe?
I don't like this blooming 10 mile an hour limit out of Lewis. How do you say? Is it Lewis?
Lewis,
Oh, Lewis, yeah.
Is it Lewis? I don't like this 10 mile an hour limit.
No, I
Nationwide,
don't.
Nationwide says we should get Francis in too.
Is
That guy-
Francis
that-
guy
that-
off TikTok?
Oh, that guy's just like, you know, good luck to him. But it's like, how has he gained so much popularity so quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, Richard.
He was in our company newsletter the other day.
Oh God.
Yeah, Richard. Have you ever heard of a YouTuber called PTG Rail?
Yes.
He does like train sim route learning. His
I mean,
stuff.
he.
Oh,
he-
yeah.
I
I've seen him, yeah.
He is absolutely brilliant. I mean, not gonna lie, there was one of his videos. He actually did over 4 hours on East Coast.
Oh,
Main
that
Line.
was the. Wasn't it York?
Edinburgh to London King's Cross.
That's it, yeah.
Wow.
I see that one.
What a legend!
I'm quite tempted.
What
to
am
do
I
that.
saying?
Who would actually make a video that is over 4 hours long?
What
So-
about what,
someone
was it the
without
class
kids.
That was a class 91 that PTG Rail was actually
right,
doing.
yeah. I'm trying to. Well, it like Virgin livery, and on the back it was Let's Us Forget.
Yes, that's the one.
I started watching like a bit of it, and then it come to like halfway through. I was like, yeah, I've got to turn this off because it's eating my data on my phone. I'll have to watch it when I'm using my Wi-Fi when I'm at home.
Come on, most people should agree that he is like one of the best ones going. Like, he does a lot.
He is, yeah.
He is.
There's
He
one
does a
I
lot.
think.
Even though he had that massive break, because obviously he had to actually change from jobs.
When he
and he's
works,
now
yeah.
a emergency dispatcher now. Obviously, if anyone didn't see one of his videos, which was the Isle of Wight on Train Sim World 2, I recommend you watching that because it actually tells you what he's doing.
Yeah. Because what it is, I was watching Squirrel, and he done one in an old school train, and you can actually turn like the view of it, like touching your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Like,
yeah, it's 360
yeah.
video. Yeah.
Yeah. So he done that, and he was talking about the year it was made, the year they finished building them. I can't remember where it was. I think it was somewhere in Kent. I think it was.
Epping
Nationwide saying, what was he in it for, if you don't mind me asking, or are you not allowed to say?
Yeah, no, it's fine, but he was in it for. He was in the newsletter. I presume you mean Francis. He was just in there like as a, go and watch his videos. He's really happy and happy-go-lucky, and his content's quite infectious, which it is. You can't argue with that. Yeah, no, that's all it was really. He looks exactly like one of my mates as well, which is quite funny.
You know what trains I miss?
Go on.
The slam door from Liverpool Street to Norwich.
Oh, the Class 86s.
I miss them like
90s, yeah, 86s, 90s, and
No,
90s.
it was the 86s, because obviously the slam doors was only used from the 86s.
Yeah, I'm quite lucky.
Back in the days.
I'm quite lucky with those
then,
because the driving van trailers, the Dibsos, are now used on the IM train, and I've been out on it a couple of times. So
yeah,
they're interesting things to. I've not driven one, but they're interesting things to say the least.
Officially.
So obviously, Great Eastern Main Line was used by the 86s to begin with, and then
the
they
90s
actually moved on to the 90s.
Yeah.
Obviously, between the 86s and the 90s, they also had the 312s, which is the old slam doors, which I had a lot of memories on before.
What are the ones that were used on the Cross City? It wasn't 323s. What was it? The ones before? Because they had diesel multiple units, and then they used electrics. Can't remember. There were
I used to
303s.
I used to clean the class 321s and the class 360s, and then obviously the 360s have gone to another company now.
East Midlands Railway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they used to be beautiful to like to clean.
I mean, East Midlands, the Class 360s were on the Great Eastern Main Line. Obviously, I actually driven on, well, not driven, but ridden on the Class 360s numerous amount of times. And one of them, beforehand, actually had the National Express livery, which is 360 115.
Ah, 115, yeah. Because that 115, funny enough, when I used to work at Ilford, I was working with like 3-4 people, and they never used to, like, if there was like a dead animal, like a pigeon in at the front, then they never used to touch it. Me, I used to literally go, come on in, and I used to try and wiggle it, yank it, trying to get it out, and 9 times out of 10, I got all the dead animals out.
Yeah. Right, so here we go. I'm gonna ask a question in the live chat. What is your most memorable train that you've driven, been a passenger of? What is the
Um,
most memorable train that you've actually ridden on?
I'm not
I
sure.
can't. Well, I can't remember like the train it was, but it was before C2C took over from Fenchurch Street to Shoeburyness, the old slam doors on British Rail.
I mean, this might be a biased opinion, but I actually quite like the 172 Turbo Stars that West Midlands have, because I quite like the gearbox sounds in them, like the way
Yeah.
it changes gears as it goes up, goes through as it increases speed. And to be honest, they're quite comfortable to ride on. I mean, they're the things I like.
Come on, Richard, what's your one?
Probably a 460. Gatwick Express.
460.
Gatwick Express.
Oh, I know
unit.
what you mean. Juniper. Is it Junipers?
Yeah,
That's
they
what
were.
call it?
They're Junipers. They were the what they call Darth Vader units on Gatwick Express.
Yeah, I know what
The,
you
the
mean.
coaches have now
Darth
been used
Vader
to form
units.
extra stock on South West.
Oh
haven't
my god.
they were
I
they were
just
lovely
not-
units. I thought they were lovely
I
units.
just noticed the amount of times people actually told me on my old channel, asked me on my old channel, saying, "Oh, can you do the Darth Vader horn?" I was like, "What is the Darth Vader horn?"
Didn't the Pacers used to be, like the bodies used to be buses, like Leyland
Yes.
buses?
Yes.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
On high
They're
speed
based
freight
on
chassis.
Obviously, now the Pacers have now been scrapped, or at least
Yeah,
some form of. Anyway,
yeah.
I don't know if Arriva is still doing the. I don't know if it's Arriva or it's the. Oh, what's the other company?
What? Great Western Railway?
No,
Oh,
you know Arriva.
yeah.
There is another company, isn't it?
Avanti?
No.
But yeah, Arriva. I believe they still have the Pacers.
Do Transport for Wales still run them? They axed them now.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
I don't know
Transport-
if you guys noticed.
Yeah, Transport for
thought
Wales.
Transport for Wales
That's what I was
Arriva.
thinking of.
Yeah, because I thought Transport for Wales was a Reaver.
Yeah.
No, okay, yeah. It's not a Reaver anymore, it's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but before after when they had Arriva, then they made it Transport for Wales, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers, Jack.
Its franchise got handed over.
Yeah.
What was the franchise? What's just been taken over by the government?
What?
Southeastern.
Yeah.
Oh, Southeastern.
Oh, Southeastern.
Yeah.
You're on your phone, Richard. I can see that.
I'll press that button there.
And
Getting cautionary, 35 break.
I was thinking, that's the thing, but I bet, Richard, I bet it's quite boring sometimes when you've got no one in the cab with you. Like, you're not allowed to touch your phone because obviously you've got to keep concentration. You're not even allowed to listen to music, are you?
No, not. No.
By law, you can't. By law, you can't. Because obviously, you've got to focus on what's ahead of you.
Yeah, no.
I mean, if that was me,
Drive the camera.
if that was me, I'd put one earphone in, like singing away to Spandau Ballet. You know what I mean?
What?
Bit of Tony Hadley.
Right, so
I'll do the ugly thing, you know.
Yeah, no, it can be
So-
really boring. It can be boring. Yeah, you can get lonely sometimes, especially some of the longer runs we do. Southampton runs like 3.5, 4 hours driving, and it can be
Yeah.
really, you can get really lonely, a little bit lonely, and it can be really boring. You know, it can be very
That's
boring.
the thought. What are the sheds like to drive with? Because I've heard a lot of noise complaints off drivers.
They are loud. If you've got a heavy load on and you're using like not chain power, that they are loud.
Do you wear rear defenders, or do you just...
You
come
can't
with
because
it?
you've got AWS and DSD and other stuff
Oh,
going on in
yeah.
the cab, so you can't. They apparently they meet the noise requirements for the health and safety regulations, but I don't think they do. I've got a smartwatch, and occasionally it will beep at me saying noise levels too high when I'm driving, but of course it's turned off when I'm driving, you know. But yeah.
Did Did you guys see the Top Gear one where they done thing May and Hammond done the one out of Caravans?
Oh, that was
Oh, well,
epic.
that was on the great.
Gods.
yeah.
What do we reckon? Jeremy Clarkson for Prime Minister?
Yeah.
Gods.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I would like to say one of James May's catchphrases, but I'm not going to.
James May is a legend. When he done the Toy Stories, and they done the model railway from,
Oh, I like that.
I want to say Barnstable to Bideford, was it?
Barnstable to Bideford, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was epic. And then they
I would
redone it,
like
didn't
to
they, as
say
well?
I would like to say one of James May's famous catchphrases, but I'm
Come
not
on!
going to. Because I don't want to offend anyone.
I wonder what the Sticks would be
idiot.
like as a train driver.
Sorry, you wonder what the...
Stig would be like a train driver.
What, Stig?
The stick. Oh,
Oh, no.
God.
Oh, no. That's not going to go well.
Some say he can only drive a car.
Do you remember the one they done in London where it was like commute to the city airport and he came first?
Oh, yeah, to the airport, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's such a good show. I mean, it's... They got the best
It's a
job in the
shame
world,
that's
those
not on
guys.
I mean, that brings back a lot of memories, though. On every episode and every season they've done. It's been amazing.
Yeah, but they were more. I'd say I don't know. I've said before, people disagreed with me, but I say it was more. They weren't just presenters. They were more. They're like more mate.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would
Look,
agree with that
Richard
statement.
Yeah.
I can't even do it. Forget it.
Jack Neal says Transport
Like,
for Wales in the
Chris Salmon
chat.
He's from Birmingham and he speaks like this.
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
I don't even know if I have a Midlands accent by this point. That's the thing. So I've just got a mixture.
When you say certain words, you have.
Yeah. I mean, I was born in Portsmouth and then I moved to Birmingham when I was 4. But my nan was Irish and I used to live with her. So then there's that. And
So you have multiple accents.
and then I moved to Warwick.
So you have
know,
multiple
it's a bit-
accents.
Yeah. It's a bit of a kerfuffle, to be honest.
I mean, my mum was born in Dorset, my dad was born in Great Yarmouth, and I was born in Essex.
Yeah.
So I was like, I kind of had 3 accents, but I don't know.
My dad was born in Essex, I believe. My mum was born in London, I think, like Wimbledon. And I was born in Essex.
Yeah, well, I didn't
The
live.
only- does anyone remember the program called The Only Way is Essex?
Oh, no.
Oh, I can't stand that programme.
Not those punishments.
Oh, as soon as we bring up Essex, I thought, why not try it?
Stop it.
Sorry, I'm replying to YouTube comments.
Have you ever
on my
seen...
phone.
there's a series on YouTube called Keep Britain Moving. And it's all about people who work on the railway.
Okay, so
Oh,
Jack just mentioned saying I am originally from the Midlands before moving to Yorkshire.
I'm pretty sure that's on Channel 5. It used to be on Channel 5.
Right,
Or
guys,
it was either
I think so, yeah.
or it was one of them.
I've just realised it's 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm gonna stop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we've been going for 3 hours and 8
Blimey.
minutes.
Wow.
Right, I'm going to stop streaming, but I've got some chores to do, so I'm going to put my headphones in and I'm going to stay in the voice chat. So if anyone wants to keep chatting, give me 5 minutes and I'll be back in the voice chat. But
Happily.
I've got no idea how much further this route goes, so I'm going to end the stream there. So if you're not in the voice chat, then thank you very much for watching. And if you want to jump over into the voice chat, you can do over on Discord. And for the guys that are in the voice chat, I'll speak to you in a minute over there. But thank you everyone for watching and taking part. It's been really good, really chilled and relaxed, and I thoroughly look forward to the next one.
Yeah, awesome, Richard, mate.
Fantastic.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Can't wait, Richard.
I'll be in the voice chat in a couple of minutes as soon as I've got my AirPods in or whatever I'm using these days. Cheers, guys.
I thought he said he was going to